Why?
Hello, everyone. It's Kim from Southeastern Manitoba. Here today with Miriam and Anne and Becca. Welcome, Teresa and Belinda. It's nice to see you guys. We're going to be making junk journals today. Currently, it's 21 degrees Celsius outside. It's sunny. We're supposed to get thunderstorms later. We'll see what happens, which means it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're here. We're live. We're going to have some fun. We may be joined by a couple of other individuals. I'll just add them, sneak them in. And all right. So we're making junk journals today. And I'm assuming that everybody's going to be making them their own way. I've really fallen down on this weekend. I'm sorry. Yeah, so we're making junk journals. Everybody's going to do it their own way. We're going to kind of mention how we're doing it. Hey, Jan. Yeah, thunderstorm. I'm excited.
I love thunderstorms.
Yeah.
I really do.
Me too.
I think I got my light working.
You got your light working? Becca's the shady lady today. A little bit of shadow happening. Anne's camera is
it's a little lit.
left.
We're thinking it has a problem.
We might have to pick Anne up off the floor a few times a day, but it was good.
It'll get there.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out. All right. Oh, Anne, are you? I think Anne's upside down too. We're gonna deal with. She's gonna stay that.
She is upside down.
We're gonna
Oh,
stay
good
that
gravy.
way.
Okay, take me off the screen and I'll see if I can fix this. I don't want to make everybody sick.
Well, you need to. If I remove you, okay. I'm taking. Here we go. And I'll be back.
Just close your eyes. Oh,
She's gone. And you'll have to come back in because she's lost. All right. So I'm going to throw Becca up first.
you're throwing me up first.
To make her
Throw
big.
me under the bus first. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great. I'm good.
All right. Becca's going to explain what she's doing today.
Okie dokie.
No, we're doing this way. Ha.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. So, if you don't know me, I'm Create with Becca. That's my channel name here and everywhere on social media, actually. So I am going to do the traditional, what I consider junk journaling. I think everybody looks at junk journaling differently, or what they think junk journaling is. And this is my interpretation. I interpret it as 100% junk journaling is coming from junk. So I went to garbage and I pulled out junk. And junk, of course, is different between me and you and the neighbor next door. Especially look at my neighbor's yard, what they consider junk. So, everybody's going to be different. So I went and I got some envelopes, which I lucked out here. I got 3 that are pretty much the same size. And I'm not real big on junk journaling either. So I am going to make almost a little mini junk journal today. I picked out this really pretty paper pad that is not junk, but I'm going to use this to turn my junk into something pretty. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is that what you kind of wanted me to do?
Yep.
Say what I'm doing today? So that's what I'm doing today.
Awesome. All right. Miriam.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm here. Okay, so junk journal. I had a big bag of envelopes and bill, like everything I received, and I don't know where I put it. So
That sounds like that's normal for us, right? You gather stuff and we don't know where we put it.
yes. So I got it again, and I put some pages of like Russian with botanicals and Hebrew with nothing books. And I put this, that is the list the original list for the Janet Young New Year, what was that? Well, research and found things. I don't remember the name. Anyway, I grabbed some things. I put some stamps on that. I have some papers, as you see, that I received from with a shelf, and then I put some paint on it. And I have some bags here. And of course, I have my bags of beauties that I can use, and my ambidextrous dog that I made in my stream recently with the two hands and two markers. It was something interesting that Christopher Ranciman yesterday or the day before showed us in the stream. So
That's a lovely dog.
huh?
It's a lovely dog.
Oh, thank you. And it was made half with my dominant hand and half with my no dominant hand. And it's better than it if I do that with one hand because you don't put your thought and logic in that. So it's better, I think. I will try to do something. And then I have this one that I made in my stream too. I put the Anne was there, and I put the glossy varnish here, and see, it's extra glossy. It's very good one. So I have all things, and I have a lot of ephemera that it wasn't suitable for the other journal, so I had for this one. Use what you have, and that's it. Let's see what
All right.
happens.
All right. And you're big.
I am. Oh boy. Okay. I have a book I'm going to work on, but I wanted to know, has anyone seen these? I saw them the other day. Page tabs that are made with circles. Now my
I've done
camera's
them.
too low. Uh-huh.
I've
Okay.
done some like that out of
Yeah.
circles.
So I'll just show real quick. It's just a piece of cardstock and you fold it in half. And that's where you put your paper clip. And I used some carpet tape. I just thought they were really fun to make.
Oh, I haven't done those that way. Interesting.
And then, okay, so there's the carpet tape. Oh, whoops, I should have put it on the other side first before doing that. I like using the carpet tape because it's really strong and it holds things. I mean, it's way better than normal double-sided tape. And so I cleaned the garage. We were cleaning our garage and we found another roll of it too. So that's always a bonus, right? The reward. So you just do that. Da, 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 da. Well, maybe we do. There we go. And then I have a painty circle that I just stuck to another piece of it's actually a really heavy envelopes that my daughter had. And some of them got returned by the mail. And then you just make it like any other hidden paper clip, basically.
Qué bueno, Maxi.
This one I'm going to let stick out a little bit because I did it wrong.
Estoy entusiasmada ahora. Ya sé, pero a veces encontrar y te querés quedar con eso, lo cual me parece bien. Okay, sorry, I am in the stream.
Miriam's talking to us.
Yes, I'm talking to Maxi that just arrived.
Ah, Maxie is back. So you can either hide the paper clip or because I messed up real fast there, trying to do it fast, or let some of it stick out. But I even did a big circle.
That's cool.
And then I did a heart. So I think they're kind of fun for something different.
They are. They're
But
lovely.
what I want to work on is I have this book. Carrie, the crafter, and I had the same kind of book. But this one was given to me, and I just put different kinds of scraps down in it. And that way, when I want to make a tag or something, I can just pull this out and cut it and when I remember. Or strips of painty papers. And then I accidentally skipped a page and just scraps. And that way I have the pieces, parts for my journals partway done and they're organized so that I don't have to go hunting for them so much.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm going to work on is I have a pile over here of roll-off pages. And I'm going to try to make one with bigger scale pieces.
And Sherry would like to know if you will show how you use the carpet tape.
Yes. Yes. I just use it like double stick tape. Where'd my little thing go? I've lost my tape already. It's just on a roll and it has this heavy, this one, the Gorilla brand has a rather heavy plastic thing that is really easy to come off, the backing on it. So if I want to stick two things together, here, I'll show it on here. Let's say I want to take this piece. I just use it like double-sided tape. The tricky part is that it is pretty sticky, so you have to periodically clean your scissors off, and I find that an alcohol wipe works. So it's just a super strong double-sided tape. I showed it last time, I think, where I took pieces of fabric and rolled it out onto the double-sided carpet tape and made it. So see, I mean, it's not all the way down because I didn't do it to the edges, but you're not going to get that back off at all. I have a notebook here. Let's see if I can pull it out. No, it's not where it belongs. But you can take what are they called? The composition notebooks, the inexpensive ones that are like 50 cents before school starts, and put carpet tape on the top of it and then lay a print on it. And that composition notebook is covered immediately. You do have to be careful because once you put something down on it, it's down. So see, that's not coming off. The paper will rip long before it will come off where that tape is. So I use it for that. I use it in binding books sometimes. I use it anywhere where I want a really, really strong stick that's not going to come off. So you can get it at hardware stores, and you don't need to buy the really expensive brand for it to work. I haven't found one yet that doesn't work. And if you do it on fabric, I found that it cuts really easy. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is I have liquid. Oh, I left myself a note to put gloves on today because I have a small cut where I nicked myself with a sewing machine needle. And I'm going to use liquid acrylic medium as a glue because I think it's the easiest one to do in mass and it sticks really well. So just paint it on and slap them down. But these are just roll-offs on catalog pages. So they're totally something you would just throw away. And I did that on the wrong side. And I put wax paper between the pages so that if I get the glue off the edge of the page, it won't stick it to the page underneath. Because I tend to be sloppy. A little bit. And this stuff goes, so. But I do find using it as a glue, if you get it all over your hands, you'll be washing your hands and finding it for days.
All right. All right. Okay, I'm going to go big now.
Okay.
I'll go big in a minute.
Take your time, Kim.
No, my pump is running. So I'm going to mute this for just a second.
Oh, we have the pump. I kind of like the noise, the pump, though. It's like white noise.
Yeah, growing up, we had a well pump, and Yeah, it was white noise. I remember
Yeah.
hearing it down there thumping away. Good.
You can
good
also with
memory now that you said that. What?
with the liquid acrylic medium, you can also go over your print if it's not sticking, and it'll stick that way as well. So this is definitely trash turned into something else. Try to find the ones that completely obscure what's underneath it. Just because I don't want to use somebody else's stuff. So like this, I'll go back over it with something else to cover it up.
I am going to iron. Someone have something to give me to iron?
You're going to iron?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I always have things that need ironed.
I iron when I make clothes, but then I don't iron them after I make them.
Oh yeah, I haven't ironed clothes in years, decades, probably.
I have a few things, but
but lots of paper. I iron lots of paper, and
yeah. I have an iron that's just for paper.
Oh yeah, I have a smaller one that I bought specifically for my craft room. Not one of those real tiny ones, but a smaller, not full size iron.
I have them all the way down to about that big, little tiny irons.
The ones that you use for the wax, that
I've never used it for. I used them for adhering things and for like pleats, smocking pieces sometimes, or sleeves.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
I used to do a lot of heirloom sewing when my daughter was little.
Ah.
We were in the
good
South.
for if you're doing Barbie doll clothes too. Those real tiny.
Barbie doll clothes are the worst.
Oh, I would never. I have zero interest in making something that little.
Morning, Dana. Okay, I'm going to go big, and then I'm going to let Dana go big to show what she's doing.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana.
Okay, I have lost my mouse. Turn this off. Here we go. I'm going big, and then I'll make Dana big. So,
don't make me big yet. I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Okay. I'll take a couple of minutes. How's that?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. Usually, I have no idea how I make junk journals, guys. I do a variety of things. I take bits of paper and I fold them in half, and I make little journals. These are half pages, quarter pages of magazines. Again, this is definitely a junk journal, right? The other way I do them is I take a magazine and I take each page and I fold it in half and then glue it down. Now, if you're doing this into a junk journal, you have to do some at the front, a couple at the front, a couple at the back, and a couple in the middle. Otherwise, you end up with a really ugly spine like that. See, it's not all even because I didn't know that I had to do that when I made this journal. So this was
ugly is in the eye of the beholder.
True. It's just this was a National Geographic magazine, so it's definitely interesting. This is my Peace, Love, Understanding, and Sarcasm journal. It's one of my favorite ones. It's just my doodle journal. I just put some quotes and that kind of thing in it. But this definitely is a junk journal. As you can see, I used all my little bits on the cover, like a mosaic. And then I write in them, be original. Some of them are rude because it's me. Hey, Raul, nice to see you. So, this is definitely, a junk journal with bits, and I just add whatever my heart desires. I'm not going to work on that one today. I'm going to put it back where it belongs. Look at me putting something back, ladies. Woo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of. Okay, so I have one. I have one that I had started. This was a book from a course that I had to take through work. So I just started adding bits and bobs to it. So I'm going to work on this one. But I think what I'd like to try and do is add some of these Cards. I've got all my mother-in-law's old Christmas cards. She had been saving them and they were just going to get tossed. So I took them, I covered them with phone book page and travel book page. So I've got a bunch of different, I've got a stack, guys. I have an absolute stack of these things. Seriously. And I still have a shoebox full. Look at this. I have a stack that I have put paper on already. And as I say, I've got a shoebox full that I still need to do something with. So I'm going to be adding some of this into this journal. And that's what I'm going to be working on today. Hey, Kitty Jen, nice to see you guys all here. Raul and Belinda and Andrea and Sherry. It's nice to see you guys here. And Nina, welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, Dana, are you ready to show what you're working on for a junk journal today, hun?
No.
No.
Hey, Dana. hey, Dana, how's those fish bowls holding up?
Well, I've had a long week. So last night I kind of went and drank a little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit works.
Did you finish all your parties, Dana?
Yes, thank you, Jesus.
All right, Dana, I'm making you big, hun.
I'm cleaning my desk up.
All right, come on, you clean your desk. Hey, Kristen, nice to see you.
I made three albums for one for each of my sons and one for Dustin's girlfriend because they all graduated. So I made 3 graduation albums. So that's why my desk is a honking mess right now, and I have tons of paper strode up all over it. So I'm just trying to make it so I can see what's here.
What's junk journaling to you, Dana?
I don't think I've ever done a true junk journal.
I think we need a different name for it instead of implying we're making junk. I know it's turning junk into something, but
I don't think I've done a true junk journal before.
Me either.
You know the origin of the junk journal? It was born as a protest to the nice journaling, to the overpriced materials for journaling and everything. It was born because of that. It was born as a protest, and then it became so popular that now we need to do something else to protest about this.
All right.
But we just don't buy those expensive materials. That's what I've done.
No, they are. If you put junk journal materials in the web, you will find. I'm sure you will find.
Which I don't understand how that's junk if you're buying it. I mean, I can understand maybe at a yard sale buying like somebody's old paperwork or something, but I don't understand the whole, junk journaling.
I know. I mean, I like to use what I've got. I think all of us like to use what we've got. Who wants to go big? I'm going to make Miriam big again.
Or buying a kit to make a junk journal, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Well, that's making a journal then.
We can do it.
Miriam, you're big. Kristen,
however, I'm over here trying to sell junk journal kits because, some people just don't understand. That's not what you do.
You know what? Too bad a lot of people don't have the vision, right?
That's what it is, and that's exactly, Kim. That's what it is. They don't understand the vision yet. So I look at it as beginners. Somebody
Uh-huh.
that
That
is
makes sense.
beginning. They really don't understand it. Then they get it and they make one. They're like, oh, I get it now. I can do this. I didn't need to buy that or whatever.
Hi,
Yeah.
Dawn.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense. I understand that. That makes sense.
like the ones that I was giving away for Mother's Day. Let me just grab one here.
Oh, I'm big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big,
you're big.
Mary.
I need you big. We're just gonna watch you.
Miriam, time to stop picking your nose. You're on camera.
Yeah. I was admiring my job and playing with it, and then
Hi, Dawn. Nice to see
well,
you.
I took the cover of it's cardstock that I had to do when I stamp. I put something below, under this. Sorry, below. Oh, whoa.
Under,
Sorry.
below, same thing. You got it.
Yes, I'm seeing. Oh, okay. Yes, ya escuché, Maxi, anda a cerrar. No fue un auto, mi amor. Okay. We heard some noise, some really, which noise I am afraid of.
Yes.
And Maxi says it's a car. I said to him, go close the garden door because we don't know what happened, but it's okay. So
I'm glad it's okay.
this is my cover like this. So what I did is a process with wax, that is candle, and an iron, and now it's a wax cover. So it's waterproof and it's very fancy. Yeah. So let's do something. Maybe I will put this here. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay. Dawn doesn't know who's behind the scenes, so I'm gonna let us all go on. So we've got me and Miriam and Becca and Dana and Anne today, Dawn.
Hi, guys.
Oh, look, it's Dawn.
Maxi, ¿ahora escuchaste?
So those of you in the audience, if you ever want to come and play with us on Sundays, just shoot me a message and I will gladly send you the link to come and play. Today we're playing Jump Jewels.
The scavenger hunt. I remember now.
Oh, scavenger hunts. That's fun.
Yes, this is the
Oh,
page
from
that I print about the scavenger hunt rules.
Boy, that's something I bet kids don't do anymore.
Okay, perfect.
I did it for my kids for Christmas one year.
Oh, in your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've done it for various things, but I mean, the grandkids are all teenagers now. They aren't into playing the way that we used to.
Yeah.
Because they got to be tough teenage boys now, you know.
Heck, my son is 20 and I still hide his Easter basket and all of his eggs and stuff. Heck yeah.
The one year my mother did that.
And they'll go find them, huh?
One year my mother decided to hide our Easter baskets, and we were in Arizona, so Easter's usually warm, right? Well, that night there was a cold snap, and my brother's was sitting on a heat register.
Oh no.
He had this melted bunny mess all over. He never did that again. Ooh, I hope nobody here both still believes in the Easter bunny, and I just blew their mind.
Yes, you ruined that. Now are you going to tell me that Santa Claus doesn't exist too?
Miriam, how
My
dare
mother's
you?
part-time. See, my mother was a part-time Easter bunny. That's what it was. I was
That's rude.
In my family, if you don't believe, you don't get.
Oh, that's a good one.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no
to
belief, no
this day,
receive.
to this day, I still have to tell my mother that I believe in Santa, or I don't get. So I'm okay. I'm okay with saying it. I'm okay.
I didn't have that problem growing up.
Yeah.
My son, I told him, and he's known since he was little, that he better believe in. I don't care how old you are. And he believes me. He believes it. He doesn't say that he believes, there will not be anything.
I had a friend that said that the only thing Santa at her house did was the stockings, because she said, why should some old guy get credit for what I just bought?
That's how my ex feels. And it's so funny because I was raised total opposite, that, like the parents we got something little and Santa brought all the other. I think it was more for, well, there's no way my family could afford all this crap. So Santa must have did it.
And I'm making you big. You're big.
I'm big? Oh,
You're
okay.
big.
Look, my page is almost done.
Woohoo.
Then I don't know what I'll do after this, because it'll have to dry before I can do anything else to it. So
Hands always find a way to get done early.
well, I'm not doing anything very complicated. So I think that might be cheating a little bit. See, and I make this mistake. I don't know what the solution is. I always start at the edge and then I end up in the middle. And I have this self-imposed rule from quilting that it has to be used twice.
Yes, I do that too.
Well, what's the solution? We need to figure. Should I start in the middle next time, maybe?
Yeah.
Start
Work
in the
your way
middle.
out.
Start in the middle and work out.
Yeah. Like if
Then
you
I
do,
can say I'm working out.
that's right. Awesome. That's also like if you're when I do crazy quilts, I like to start in the middle and work my way out.
Oh, well, yeah, to make a crazy, you mean the block of it, or you make a hole? When I
Block.
make a crazy quilt block, I start in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, because that way, if you've got just that little bit at the edge, it's going to go into the seam allowance. Nobody's going to see that anyway, so I don't have to put a piece there.
See, I'm a quilter that always cuts it way, way too big and then trim it off.
Okay.
Because I'm not that precise, or I can be precise, I just don't like to be precise. So.
I getcha.
So I just start big and trim. And then that way, oh, I have a little naked spot over here. I can do this. Woohoo.
Awesome.
It's kind of hard to tell on this brown paper sometimes what's naked and what isn't. But there we go. Now this page is going to have to dry, and I need to cover up all this print here. I don't like it showing. And then I'll see what to do after that. Because what I normally do is stamp it, and I don't know. I also have all these little fake ephemera. I call it fake ephemera. You know, the stuff you buy. It's not really old. It's just pretend old.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use up. Oh, I found another naked spot. Wait, if somebody ever just listened to the audio of us, they would think we were.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
The naked spot.
The naked spot.
Just listen. It's like eavesdropping on somebody's conversation, right?
That's hilarious.
You need to put that as title of this stream.
To what?
Kim. Title of this stream: The Naked
The
Spot.
naked spot.
The naked spot. Turn it into a podcast.
It would be a great title, wouldn't it? Like where you uncover the truth of things.
Let's do a podcast.
Wow, we could have a lot of fun with that, guys.
Now I'm going to take a brayer here and smash it out. Which, if this was regular glue and not acrylic medium, I probably wouldn't do this to a brayer. But since it is, oops.
Dawn, yes, I remember party lines. We had those when I was a kid too.
Mm-hmm.
My great uncle had a party line. There were like 4. Well, I'm not sure. It might have been the whole little town, but you'd pick up the phone and have to wait for him. Of course, we didn't listen because we were so well behaved.
Well, I thought that like when we had party lines, it was supposed to be somebody that you didn't know, right? Or that's anyway.
Yeah.
It turned out that our party line was my aunt and uncle next door.
Yeah. Yeah, my great uncle lived in a town with like 100 people. How could it be somebody he didn't know?
Yeah, no, we were in the city when I was little. Like, I hated the city. That's why we moved rurally.
Yeah, his was so small. Their town was so small. But,
Oh,
I
a
mean,
party
it was
line?
so small that when we came to visit, it was an article in the newspaper.
Yeah. Anina, a party line was when more than one house had the same phone line. So there could be 2 or 3 different people on the line. You each had a different phone number so that it would only ring at your house, but anybody could pick up the phone and listen to what was being said, like anybody else on that line. And they were called party lines. Did I explain that right, guys?
Yes, you did. Beautiful job.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
at my great uncle's house, you also didn't dial a phone number. You picked up the phone and the operator answered if somebody wasn't on the phone, and you told
That's
them who
like
you wanted
going
to call.
way old school, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we are way old. Well, I'm way old. Never mind. I don't know
Well,
about
it
the rest
wasn't
of you.
like that at our house. It was just like that at his house.
Well, in my small town where I grew up, now not in Pittsburgh, but when we moved up to the small town, it blew my mind that you only had to dial the last 4 digits to get a hold of anybody in town.
Yeah, that was normal. Or it was something like 34 Main something or other, Main 897 or something. There were words instead of numbers at the beginning.
Yeah, ours was Justice.
Really?
Yeah, and the 2 letters was JU.
Yeah, you had to go on the phone and know what numbers that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
My
I
mom had the same number for like 50 years.
Yeah, my grandma in Pittsburgh, they had the same number, and my aunt just shut it off. I still remember it to this day. It was 4123. Oh, now I can't remember it now that I say it out loud. 412-481-3845. There it is. It doesn't matter because they don't have it anymore. But it was like when my aunt shut it off, because they all do cell phones now, because my grandmother moved and my aunt stayed in the house. And so for probably over 60 years, probably.
Wow.
But I was devastated. I was like, what? You can't get rid of Grandma and Grandpa's phone number?
I'll bet if you picked up a phone, you'd dial it, just instinctively.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even if you couldn't say it out loud, you would just.
Yep.
Yeah, I still remember my mother's phone number, but.
Hey, Jasper. No, you're not very late. We started a little early.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I worked in an international operator, and we needed, at that time, we still have the call collect. So they call, and we needed to intervene and ask for the person. And if the person wasn't there, we didn't pass the call, and they didn't pay for it. So one day I received a call from someone in Argentina or in Israel to someone in Argentina, and it was a collect call, and instead of asking for a person name, they said in Hebrew, I already sent the present. They said that was the name of the person they are seeking to. I knew Hebrew, so I knew what they tried to do. They
Right.
say like that. The other person received the message but said, no, he's not home, and they don't pay for the call.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was a
So,
good trick.
yes, so I asked, what is the last name of the person? So she needed to tell me. So
Linda,
instead
what
of
can you
said
do?
what she said, I told, Mrs. Robinson, are you there? And she said yes. So I passed the call,
Yep.
and I had several seconds that I needed to hear because I needed to know that they reach contact. So I hear that one said to another, why did you receive the call? You didn't do that. She asked for my name.
I can remember you didn't call long distance unless it was something really, really serious.
Yes, of course.
And a long distance phone call was usually not good news. It was
Mm,
it was
correct.
not good.
No, let's not.
It wasn't, because now with WhatsApp we call to say, how are you? I'm okay. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, when we lived in England and Germany, you paid by the minute you were on the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it was long distance, even when we first moved here.
Well,
In,
this
And
was even
Catholic
local
had to come
calls
on
you
the
had to
phone.
pay by the minute.
in Argentina, you had to pay by the minute, even in local calls.
Yep, yep, that's
Wow.
the way it was. And so people just didn't chat on the phone. I mean,
Yes, but before that, you didn't pay. It was free. So
really?
my grandma had a sister that lived 30, 40 minutes from her. And every Saturday she received the Yiddish newspaper, and it was there like a soap opera in chapters in Yiddish.
Hmm.
Okay, so she received the newspaper, the sister didn't. So she stays at the phone like half an hour reading the soap opera. That's because it was free. Hmm.
Yeah, we had to pay even if calling like next door. It was by the minute.
Mm.
So we learned to not use the phone so much,
No wonder
especially.
they think Americans are so weird. Us, they used to think that, it was such a weird, such an amazing thing that Americans would sit on the phone for hours and
Yeah.
chat and such.
Well, think about it. If you were paying by the minute.
Yeah, right. You weren't going to sit there and just
Uh-huh.
talk about the neighbor's dog.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't chit chat on the phone. It was usually
That
for a
was at
reason.
first with the cell phones also. Now you have packages and you have WhatsApp.
My
Okay,
grandmother
nice
still
to see
tries to rush
you.
me off the phone when I call on
Mm-hmm.
a cell phone because it costs me money. And I'm like, no, Grandma, it doesn't.
Oh,
It's okay. We can talk.
Yeah. I remember my mother, it's another subject part, but the same. My mother used to tell us not to take pictures in color because of the cost of the
Mhm.
film.
can you
Of
see me,
printing them,
guys?
yeah.
Yes.
Can
So
you see
she
me?
always said, not in color, do it in black and white. But she said the same even when black and white was uh, like color was cheaper than white and black.
Mhm.
And she had that in mind. So she said several years after that, why are you doing that in color?
Now it's hard to find anyone that'll print in black and white
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
or even print film.
Period. Yeah, you have to send it out if you want it done. You have
Uh-huh.
to like mail it, not like there's no photo huts.
Right. Oh, I gotta tell you the funniest photo hut story. When my oldest child was born, okay, my dad was a photographer and owned the only camera repair shop in Tucson, right? But we took pictures of our first child being born in the hospital in the delivery room, right? which was very strange at that point in history. So I wanted the pictures right away, and I didn't want them taken to the photo lab that my dad used, because who knew what was actually on those pictures, right?
Right.
So we took them to Photo Hut, and then my husband went and picked them up and handed them to me, and I was just almost in tears because they weren't my pictures. They were pictures of a bunch of college kids down on the coast in Mexico, obviously becoming more and more drunk.
Oh no.
Oh,
And I was just devastated because how you can't replace your pictures, right? So
Right.
my dad was there and he said, "No, give me the negatives." So he looked at the negatives and he goes, "No, you've got your negatives, you just don't have your prints." I was like, "Oh, good." And then we all started laughing, thinking about what happens if those college kids got my prints.
Oh my, yes.
And they'd be like, "How drunk were we exactly?" There's a newborn baby in here.
Awesome.
So we didn't use Photo Hut after that. But that was my Photo Hut experience. So we got our pictures developed, and they were all, because we could look at the negatives. Then my dad had a negative viewer and make sure there wasn't anything I didn't want seen. Let me say. But yeah, that was Photo Hut. They were fast though. They were very fast. Now I'm putting my roll-off pages onto tags just to use them up.
All right.
Just because I have too many piled up.
Well, I am using those cards that I covered as flip outs. Now I'm just using some of that
Ooh.
faux washi tape. Oh,
How are you doing that? Show us.
just wait. I goofed here. Okay, never mind. I can do it. Okay, I'll go big. Hang on. I gotta find my cursor. You know
go,
how I am.
go.
Go. For
We're going to get a
Peter's
lanyard for your mouth.
Okay, so I have this page here. I had this card that I covered. So I
Can
took
you make
some
yourself
faux
big,
washi-
Kim? Wait a
I
minute,
did
Kim.
make myself big.
Oh,
So this
There you
is
go.
the card that I covered in just book page. So then I
Uh-huh.
took some of the faux washi tape I made when we were playing with the masking tape washi, and I glued part of it down, and so this part is not down. And so I am going to put it not on this page because I did backwards. It's got to go on this page. One of these pages that are finished, we'll put it here. So I'm going to put the washi tape down along the edge. No, that's the wrong way because, look, it's backwards. It has to go this way. So I got glue there.
See, I have problems with flip outs. I'm perpetually putting
Oh, no, this is just so wrong. What have I done? Oh, I know what I meant to do. This is supposed to be folded back. That's why. It goes like this.
I almost did that with the covering of this envelope. I almost cut it out wrong, and it would have been backwards and then not fit because I don't have extra.
See, the
So-
engineering of flip outs confuses me.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes I have a brain. Okay, so I put the washi tape down on the piece of card. This is the card, right?
Right?
Glued it down. Glued the other side down to the page at the fold. Except now I've got glue all along this edge because I put it in wrong. And now that's going to be a flip. So it's going to kind of hang over a bit, which is okay. But I have all these Kleenex box opening things, right? That normally I turn into bookmarks. You guys know how I turn these into the bookmarks. I thought they would be very interesting flip outs in this journal because they will fit inside the covers if I have them right against the edge where the coils are, right? So if I make that into a flip there, see, it won't show, but if the book's open, they'll have all these little tab things sticking out. So I've got a whole stack of them. They've been gessoed. They'll need decorating, but I'll get to that when I get to the page, kind of thing. Yeah, that is a wonderful story for the grandkids, right? That is great.
What did that book start its life as, Kim?
This was a book of activity and planning. I worked with people with varying abilities, right? So this is how to include people into the communities, finding activities that take up your life. It's building community.
Oh, okay.
Is what this is. And it was to be as an inclusive for individuals of varying abilities.
What did you do there? Because I worked for the state school here in Texas.
I was an employment facilitator. So
I hired all of our staff. You were helping the individuals find work.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was doing things like teaching the skills that they would need to. We had like a lawn mowing company and contract. So those who were able to mowed lawns, they got fair wages. They got minimum wage for doing it. I taught them how to pump gas. We did some carpet cleaning. We did window cleaning. And then when I changed positions to a different company, I was teaching budgeting and safety in the community and cooking and art therapy.
Nice.
Life lessons.
Yeah, life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
When my husband worked on a project that was headquartered at the Army Corps of Engineers in Mississippi, a really ingenious woman began a company for to hire disabled adults.
Yes.
Developmentally delayed adults.
Yes.
Yep.
In particular, because they had no opportunities in Vicksburg, Mississippi.
No.
But she trained them to clean the government offices. And, of course, the government gave them a contract because she was an African-American woman and she was hiring the disabled. So it fit all those squares. But my husband said that they were the best cleaners. Everybody agreed because they didn't try to open file cabinets. They weren't looking at things they weren't supposed to look at.
No.
They went in and they did their job and they left. And he
Yeah.
said they had no security problems with them. None. And I thought,
Exactly.
what a brilliant woman to go, here are people that need a job. Here's a job they can do and make, they were making government wages. So it wasn't.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. In that city, that was good money.
See, with us, the problem being was they're only allowed to make X number of dollars because they are on assistance, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, that was the same. Yeah.
So anything,
because if they lost their government, then they would lose their housing, which was free with the state.
Yeah,
they couldn't make so much money, and then they would lose pretty much they'd lose their Medicare is what it was.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the big one.
Yep.
Well,
I don't know how she got away with that, other than
she probably negotiated their wages, is what she did,
and called it a training program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
She was always there. Somebody was there to supervise them and bring them because most of them didn't drive.
Yeah, exactly.
That might have been it. I don't. She may have gotten the wages. They may not have gotten them. I don't know.
No, I made sure, like, I did all the accounting, so they got paid. They got paid for what they did.
These people got paid, but I thought, it was just so. To me, it was just so brilliant. Solving a social problem there.
Yeah, well, I mean, even with the cooking, I had people working in restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had their own staff, and they were here, there, and everywhere doing various jobs. And it was a win-win situation because they had gainful employment. They were part of the community.
Mm-hmm. And a sense of purpose.
That's right.
I
We
mean,
have here programs like this. They are organized.
yeah.
I have a question for
And
y'all.
yes, we have the same problem with you can earn till some amount or you lose your. It's not that you lose it forever. You lose it for the duration of your job.
Uh, yeah, I don't know how it works here, but I know it's a problem because it's like enforced poverty.
It is. It is
Yeah.
enforced poverty. It's horrible.
Yes, it is. I know. I live on I live on disability, and it is. I mean, if I wanted to get state help, which I don't qualify for state help, but if I wanted to get state help, Shannon and I would have to I'd have to be divorced. I couldn't share a home with anybody. I'd have to give up my car. You can only have so much and have so much in your bank account.
Right.
And
Right.
so, I mean, at
And
least with
if
disability,
you want to study here, university, it counts like a luxury thing, so you lose it.
That's right.
It's crazy that they don't want you to they want you to better yourself, but they don't want you to better yourself. I
Exactly.
can make so much. I can make so much a month. But if I make over so much a month, I could lose my disability. Then if I lose my disability, I have to fight like a dog, which scares most of us to death to go to work, because if you lose it and then you lose your job, what are you going to live on?
You're going to have to wait another year or two to get back on disability if you're lucky.
Well, it's not even getting back, because then you have to fight to get it back, because then you have to prove that you can't work and why you can't work and why you lost that job, and you worked for 7 months. That was fine. Now all of a sudden you lost your job. Why did you lose your job? Oh, you were in the hospital. Okay. Well, now you're out of the hospital. Now you can go back to work. But, oh, you can't go back to work because it's worse now. Prove that it's worse now.
Yes.
And then you're homeless, because then you don't have any money coming in. Plus those 7 months you're in the hospital, you didn't have no money coming in because disability quit paying you. So it's really a catch-22 if you want to go back to work. I've been injured for 11 years now, and I have many a times thought about going back to work, but I've many a times realized, look at how many times I've had to skip out on my YouTube channel because I've been sick. That to me is a job, and if it was any other job, I don't think I'd keep that job, unless I go to work at something like a restaurant or something like that. Well, if I wanted to go back to work, I want to go back to work with what I know how to do, Exactly. So it's just always a catch-22, unfortunately, with people that are relying on your Social Security disability.
When people say, like they said to my daughter, why don't you go on disability? It's like, well, because I don't have any, she'd lose any assets she has, because you can only have $3,000 or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, not if you're on disability. You can have anything you want. If you're on federal SSDI, you can have anything you want. I mean, I own a house, I own a car, because
but you can't earn money, right? I mean, that's the income limit.
You can,
right?
up to a certain amount.
Yeah.
But and you can each month. But if you want to get SSI, which is more the local, that's your food stamps and that extra money that comes in. But SSDI is like retirement. That's your Social Security.
That's if you've already worked.
It's kind of like getting your Social Security early.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is.
But a lot of people don't realize that when they're talking about, I want to get on disability. They don't
people that are on it don't realize it. I talk to people all the time that people come on to I'm on a group website for people with spinal cord injuries, and people will be talking. I'm like, wait, time out. Are you talking about this or are you talking about that? Well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, are you are you just getting money from the state, or are you getting your federal disability? Because, some people, you can't get your SSDI if you've never worked, or if you haven't worked in the last 10 years, or, so that's important too, that if you ever think that you may want to get on SSDI, don't wait too long after you're injured or after you start, because because your amount that you're going to get will be much lower, or you might not qualify. So
is it based on your income?
40, you need to realize and think, am I going to be able to work until I'm 70 to get my Social Security?
Maxi, ¿me vas a decir que esos son cosas?
I have a question, guys.
Okay.
Can you put me on for a second?
I certainly can, ma'am. You're up.
What type of book is this?
I don't know.
Can't see it yet.
Is it Korean?
I don't know, but here's the cover, and it's like bound with some kind of thread.
That doesn't look like an Asian because it runs together.
The paper feels like it's thick, like cloth almost.
Wow.
Look at that writing, though.
I know.
I mean, because look at some of those symbols look like it's Asian, but it doesn't.
Yeah, but they're run
Just-
together.
They're not.
Oh yes, you have one. Yes, it is Asian.
It is?
It's Chinese.
You think
Oh.
Chinese? Okay. Because it's
I
not
think.
symbols, so not Japanese. But there's
No,
definitely some
Japanese is not.
totally different.
Yeah.
I see
Take a
symbols
picture
that are
with your phone,
really.
Dana, and see if it says anything. Like take a picture with
It's
Google.
handwriting. It's not a print thing. It's handwriting, even if it's
It's like a
printed.
notebook.
Yes.
Should I pull it apart?
Oh, look at there, Dana. Look right there. That's definitely to the left. Look at those. Those are really printed. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks
It's a Chinese student taking notes in the at the university.
There you go.
Oh.
I wouldn't destroy it. I'd keep it. It looks old.
It is.
Don't destroy it.
Don't
You
destroy
have
it.
there,
Dana.
you have there to do collage. Like
Make copies of it if you want to use it for collage. Don't destroy the book.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I wouldn't. Maybe hey, it might be attack plans.
Oh yeah.
You never know. Don't destroy it.
Don't destroy
don't
the
post it
attack
online.
plans.
All right.
You might have some kind of military secrets there.
Yeah, that's right. Might be how to make the atomic bomb.
Who knows?
Aren't you always worried about that?
Always wondering if I find something that's important. That's what I'm always worried about.
Yeah. Or something's going to get you in a lot of trouble if anybody sees you have it.
Right, right. Oh, crud. I don't know how I got it. I got it in a junk journal packet I bought off Etsy.
Jack Journal package?
They told me not to buy it. They told me not to buy it.
See, that's where my brain goes immediately. It's like, uh-oh. Now I've got classified documents. And I'm not a wealthy elected official, so I can't get away with having them.
In your garage.
Right. No, you can't do that. I know. Those stories make my husband so mad. He doesn't get mad very often, but that makes him mad. He's like, no. If it were anybody else, they'd get fired immediately.
Right. I actually was a coordinator for our. Oh gosh darn, I can't think what the heck it's called, but I was the coordinator that kept all of our people that had secret and the classifications and such. And I had up to a secret, and it made me so nervous if top secret would come across or something, because it was like, I don't even want to touch it. Why is it even on my desk? I don't want anyone to even say that I had this.
What am I doing with it?
Right.
Oh, one time we were in my husband's office. It was in Mississippi, and we were supposed to be picking him up, but he got called into a meeting. So the kids and I are sitting at his desk, and he had his stamps there that marked secret, top secret, CSSI, blah, 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 blah. I didn't know. We started playing with him. Now, he's a very calm person, never gets upset at us, right? He goes, what are you doing? We're like, we're just playing with your stamps. He goes, I have to now take that in and check it in and burn it all, even though it's white paper, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He goes, this is not funny. And we're
This
like,
is not okay.
So for his birthday, we got him a custom-made stamp that said "not funny."
Perfect.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he had a case where two coworkers, one had forgotten his little, what's called a toggle that lets him into the secret computer stuff, the top secret stuff. And so the guy next to him let him use his. They both got fired,
Oh heck yeah! Oh
even
heck
though
yeah!
they
You're
both
you're
had
not
the
allowed
same
in the. You're
clearance.
not allowed to let people in the same. You're not allowed letting them in the building. Like everybody, every swipe, just like they say with hospitals, everybody has to swipe and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, that's definitely a fireable offense.
Yeah. Oh,
And
they were
and the
both
bad thing,
escorted from the building.
and I had my boss.
Oh,
We will not
Jasper,
say fired because I
you want
hate
to
that
try
word,
again?
but
Sorry,
pretty
honey.
much because he was not happy because I would not do something that had to do with secret and top secret stuff. The way he wanted to be paperless, and at that time it was kind of a new thing for the government to be paperless.
Mhm.
And he would come into your office and shred everything to prove a point we're paperless. Well, I was trying to explain to him that no, this stuff, we have to have paper copies of this. And he was like, well, I don't care what they say, we're going to do it this way. And I was like, I'm not. This is, I took the training and this is what it says. This is what I'm supposed to do. I have to follow this rule, and it drove him nuts. He was a colonel, and he was a retired colonel, and he wanted everything done his way. Well, I didn't have my job about a week after that. And that's the only thing I can think of that I could have messed up on, or why he let me go. But
You were right.
I was right. And the sad thing is, it's just like I left without my, I was also a notary republic, a notary. He wouldn't let me have my notary stamp. I was like, what, I was so angry at the time and stuff. I just left and whatever, because
mean
they
in the
would,
office you
if
couldn't
they
have
used
it?
my damn stamp, they'd be the ones that got in trouble. So, but it was just like, he was just that was his personality. It was just like his way or the no way. And I was like, well, okay, but I did. And I bet you anything, after he got rid of me, he went in and shredded up that whole filing system I had. But oh well.
Even shredding it, they have to fill out something before they shred it to account for it. I don't know what it is.
Not him.
Not him. Oh. Maybe he's in federal prison now. Huh.
What is it? Guantanamo? Yeah, there.
Guantanamo.
Thank you.
We can hope, right?
Yeah, he was something else. He definitely was
they
something
can be.
else.
They certainly
I love
can
that
be.
job too.
So now I'm gluing my roll-off pages to cardstock because I don't know what I'll do with them, but something. Make journal cards or something. I don't even make that many journals. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this after I do it. So, but see, I have this piles of cardstock that were given to me, and I'm not going to use it for cardstock. So
that's kind of what I'm doing over here with mine. It's like I don't scrapbook.
Yeah, I tried it once and went, this is a lot of work for very little room.
Yeah, right.
And then I found out that at Sam's Club at the time, you could make your own pages, in their photo app, and make them look like scrapbook pages.
Oh yeah, like a book. Yeah. I've done that, and that takes just as much time to organize them all. And
I was just making
down.
pages. I was just making pages for.
Oh, you're.
That's all. I was making pages for my mother's birthday party or something. I don't know what it was. Oh, and when somebody was leaving, a minister was leaving, and they wanted me to do a project. First, they said a quilt, and I was like,
Good
Nope.
try. Good
Yeah.
try. Nothing happened.
People do not realize how long quilts take.
Yeah, and the time that's why I haven't done one, is because I'm an instant gratification kind of person, and I just don't think I could wait and take. I would not finish it. I would not.
Start with a little art
I
quilt.
wouldn't finish it if I started one.
Just do a little art quilt, a little wall hanging.
But that's what I think I want to start trying to do, is art. That's what I used to do when I worked at the quilt shop. We would just do small ones for samples, so that Gosh,
Yeah,
that was
like
a
little
long
ones.
time ago, though.
One of my daughter-in-laws asked me to make her a king-size quilt, and I'm like, oh, dear heavens.
Get a new daughter-in-law.
No.
No, I think I better keep this one. They have 3 kids. I don't know how I'd quilt it. My back can't take machine quilting one that big.
I know somebody that has a machine that if you send it to him, he'll machine quilt if you're interested.
Yeah, that's what I probably have to do.
He does. I recently just met him. I didn't realize they did that kind of stuff, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, he has one of those machines, and I was like, oh, cool.
Dawn has done a hand-sewn king-size quilt.
Well, Dawn, hush.
Oh my gosh. I know that the quilt designer and fabric designer Jenny Beyer lives not too far from me, and her quilts are all done by hand, and they're just
Wow.
amazing. I mean, she sews them. I mean, she stitches the blocks together by hand.
Yeah.
And then,
I've never done that, and I can't even imagine myself wanting to.
I've hand quilted quite a few, but not anything very big. Not just wall quilts mostly.
Yeah, I've never.
I don't know that I've ever hand quilted a bed quilt. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have. I've tied them before, but not hand quilted. Jeez.
I am with Becca.
Yeah. I mean, I have things over here that are I haven't finished. I probably up in my mother's attic, I probably have clothing that I started that I haven't finished. I should have been the designer that got real famous in the 90s with not finishing all of her work. I can't think of her name, but she didn't finish any of her work, and she that was like her style, is like it was raw hems, which is popular now again.
Yeah.
Raw hems, or no, the sleeve, one sleeve was done and one wasn't. That should have been me, because I don't know how I finished design school with having things done, to be honest, because I didn't finish nothing. I can remember one of the dresses I pinned up for the graduation, because we had to wear all of our outfits during a fashion show, which I thought was really strange. That I guess we were allowed to hire somebody, but everything that you made during the year, during the school terms, were done for yourself. I don't know, but yeah, I pinned the hem. But teachers, of course, didn't know. But yeah, I hate hemming. I hate finishing buttons. Oh, I hate putting buttons
That
in.
I don't mind. I can do that. That's easy.
I
But
get
hand
bored by
quilting
that.
a big-
I think it's my ADHD, because I get bored by then. It's like I'm done
yeah.
working on this. This is taking way too long. I've worked 3 hours was plenty enough time to spend on one outfit. I'm ready to move on.
I have projects that I started and just hated and threw them out, or cut them up and did something else with the fabric. At some point, you just go, this isn't going to happen. This is just not working, or whatever. But I'll cut it up and do something else with it.
Mrs. Gigi's like that, and I see you're in here. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Maybe you've
Hi,
gone.
Mrs. Gigi.
Good to see your name
Sherry,
pop up.
Jasper.
I don't
Belinda.
know. Handwork can be kind of meditative. I guess I have hand quilted baby quilts, but that's not that big, so
I've hand quilted quilts when I was young and foolish.
And my hands didn't hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Isn't that's something that that's new to me? This whole arthritis in my hands is like, I don't understand. What the heck? I don't understand this.
It's called age, dear.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why. I'm really double jointed, so I knew it was going to happen. But I went to a hand specialist, and they took an x-ray, and she goes, well, you not only have arthritis, you have bone spurs in your hands. Like, that explains why they're not very happy a lot of the time, doesn't it?
And new to me is, I think I'm going through menopause too. This whole hot flashes is something else.
Not laughing. Not laughing.
Not
No.
you wonder. I feel like I'm standing on a tropical island out of nowhere. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, it feels like a breeze just hit me in the face. And waking up in the middle of the night and it's like, oh, I need a shower. Yeah, this isn't fun.
Hey guys, I have a question. Those of you who use StreamYard more often, Jasper's trying to get in, but I'm not seeing her in the back. Why am I not seeing her in the back to add her?
Because she didn't went to the proper stream.
Yeah, that
She
sounds
got the right
it
link?
sounds like Marianne's. She might not be going into the right link.
Okay, Jasper, if you're still kicking around, go to the group chat in Messenger, the one that I originally set up when we first started doing the group streams. The link is there.
Oh, Dawn says, what did she say? I almost died when I saw the little quilt needle for the first time. Yes, I understand. People think you use a big needle. No. No. But I do like tied quilts. That I've done a lot of. That's
When I make denim quilts, I tie them because trying to hand stitch
oh.
those or put them through the machine, they are so heavy. Oh.
Uh-huh. The first one I hand quilted was I was replicating or paying homage to an Amish quilt. And so it had a lot of black in it, and I was quilting it with black. And it was
Kill me
such
now.
it was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, talk about a way to go blind is black on black stitching.
Yeah, their quilts are very dark.
But oh, I love their quilts.
You do?
I love them. I like quilts. I like making quilts.
Me too. I just need a machine. I'm not going to hand stitch the whole thing. I've got probably 6 quilt tops sitting there that need to be backed. You know, all these projects. Dana, I'm
And
going to
people don't understand how much fabric is to make them too. The cost of the fabric, and then your time, of course. But people never understand your time.
You know, speaking of fabric, my sister-in-law and I went to a fabric land when we were in BC, and she wanted to look for yarn. Our fabric land sells yarn. Anyway, I looked at quilting fabric. I haven't quilted in I don't know how long. The last time I bought quilting cotton, it was $9.99 a meter. This was like $24 a meter. How the heck can people afford to quilt anymore?
I know.
And nobody makes fun of my fabric in my basement anymore.
No. Who would like to go large?
It's a gold mine now down there.
Yeah. Mine too. Okay, Miriam, I'm going to make you large. Nobody
Okay.
volunteered. I
I
volunteered.
volunteered. Yes. You volunteer me.
I did.
Okay, let's see what I have here. I have my ambidextrous dog on the cover. And I have here a card that I purchased 14 years ago. I never use it, so I decided to put it here. The envelope is also from this card. So I did these embellishments here. Now I put here a envelope that I did with pages of a book and the waxed paper here. This is tissue paper, I think. And this is only a thing to put inside. I will do something with that. Then we need to go here where I have another envelope with another things inside. These are cutouts. And this is my fancy envelope. junk envelope. And that's it. I have everything done, like binding. And now I continue. I have things like that. I have two envelopes to put there. This is one, like, I can even put the envelope like part of the page, like if it was a page, like this, for instance.
Yeah,
So
that would be nice.
let's put
I
a
like it.
little bit of blue here, and then put the envelope like that, not more than the page, like that. And now we have a page envelope.
Excellent.
Yes.
Jasper has joined us. I'm going to put Jasper up.
Put her big.
All right, here you go, Jasper.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello,
Hello.
Jasper.
Hi.
Hi, Jasper.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
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 Oh, okay, I don't see myself on the screen yet, but maybe oh, there we are.
There's a lag.
I've been stamping and doing stuff on top of pieces of fabric, 100%, like just regular cotton fabric, and doing like just just stamping on stuff. I don't know, I just find it so fun right now. Just little bitty stamping on pieces of fabric and stuff.
What are you going to do with those little pieces, Jasper? Do you know?
I thought it'd be fun to use them in junk journals, or use them as little tags on pages, like, for example, something here. Anywhere in a journal, really, I guess, right? But I want to do a fabric journal, actually. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a fabric journal and just everything in it's fabric. I have so much fabric, so I might as well do something with it. I'm drowning in fabric right now, you guys. You don't even. I should take my camera off this tripod and show you. It's insane. I mean, we're talking piles and piles of fabric. So I'm probably just going to throw a lot of it away or donate some more of it to the senior center, which is what I've been kind of doing. Let the ladies there make quilts or something out of it. I mean, I'm at the point where I'll give it away for free. You guys want to pay for the shipping of it? You can have it.
Becca, you can quilt with them.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't say that.
Wait, what did she say?
Make a quilt.
Oh,
That
making a quilt.
Becca can quilt with them.
Mhm.
Oh, a quilt with them? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just assuming that's what they do. I really don't know. But I hope that they make some quilts, like for homeless people and shelters and stuff. I'm not good at quilting. I'm just learning, so I probably would learn a lot from them. I guess that's probably true. But I have so many other things I'm doing. Like, it's one of those things on the list of things to do. I'm more likely to do a quilt journal than a fabric journal than a quilt. But quilts look like they're hard to do. It's kind of
They don't have
intimidating.
to be hard, especially if you're
No?
making charity quilts. They don't need to be hard.
If you're making what kind?
Charity quilts,
Cherry quilt?
yeah, charity.
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 To give away, like you said,
Oh,
to the homeless.
caring. I got you. Okay.
Like I'm part of a group that we make quilts for people on the Native American reservations, and they don't really want them super fancy. They want them sturdy, just
Right. And this is all upholstery fabric too that I have, so it should be pretty sturdy.
Oh, well, we
If anybody
were
wants any
talking
upholstery
about
fabric.
making boho purses
yes.
out of scrap fabrics.
I did make 2 of them yesterday. I made 2 little bags yesterday for my daughter and her friend. Where's the other one I started on? Where did it go? I got kind of annoyed. Oh, here it is. Here's one I started yesterday. And remember, my sewing skills are very, very, like, little. I just got a sewing machine. It's my first sewing machine I've ever had. And so I made this bag right here, if you can see it on camera or not. And all it is just super simple, sewed around it, and I just got to put handles on it. So this is some really pretty fabric too. And you guys don't understand how much. I should probably show you how much there is. I'm too embarrassed to even do it though. It's hundreds and hundreds of pieces of fabric. It was fine in the beginning. I thought, okay, I'm going to sell this. This is great. I'll sell it. But I'm not really selling it because nobody really knows to go look at it. I guess I don't know. But I can't stand it in a house like this. It's everywhere. It's all over the kitchen table. It's all over in the living room. It's all over my bedroom. And it's literally mentally is taking a toll. I know it sounds really lame, but I can't stand that kind of like this massive kind of clutter. It was all in storage. Most of it was in a storage I was paying for. And I thought this is ridiculous why I'm doing this. But I mean, I roughly estimated at about $1 to $2 a piece of fabric. I'm looking at about $800 worth of fabric right there, just selling it really super cheap. That's how much of it I have. And I just, I just I don't want to look at it anymore. It's like the time kind of came and went, you know, where there was that moment of momentum, and I was doing great, sorting it out by sizes and filling up big boxes of it. But no, but seriously, for my friends, you guys, if you are interested in any of this fabric, I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna show you guys. This is scary. I'm kind of.
It won't shock me. Trust me.
Me either.
It won't shock any of us because we all understand. It won't shock any of us.
Oh, she disappeared, guys. There she
Yes,
was
I
gone.
am big.
Miriam's big. Okay. Do you want to be big, or should we let?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it can be or another. It's okay. Whatever you decide.
Let's throw Becca up there. There you go. Yeah, Becca.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, she's back.
So
We can't see it on camera though,
Oh.
Jasper.
oh,
I can't-
you
I
want to
can't
show
see
her
Jasper.
her fabric stash?
I can't see Jasper.
Love it. Becca, love it.
Oh, thank you.
That is
So,
wonderful.
yeah, this is what I made it so we'll have a pocket right here. I got to do something right here, you know, like that. Well, that one I did so that when it's like this, that you could still use it as a pocket if you want. But this one, I want to put something over. This one's the one where it's closed.
I think I froze because I only see Jasper.
I don't see Jasper at all.
We don't see
You must have
Jasper.
tried-
Okay, then I'll just go out and come back on Facebook. That's
I
fine.
see Becca.
So I got to
Oh, there we
decide
go. Now I see Becca.
what I'm going to do with the tab.
Beautiful, beautiful young journal.
That's
Thank
gorgeous.
you.
It is.
Here's another one. I forgot that I had this one sitting up here. Here's another one that I kind of, this is in the middle of being done. See the envelopes here?
Okay.
So kind of the same thing with the, oh,
I
there's-
love envelope journals personally.
oh, yeah. It's a good way to use up. I'm the same way. I have tons of cardstock that I'm not going to use for anything else. So I pick out colors, you know, or, you know, out of a book that the pages all go together so that no matter where you stick them, they go because they all work together. So,
Yeah. Oh, Jasper's back. Let's bring
okay, let's see Jasper's fabric, man. Let's get
Okay,
it.
Jasper making you big.
Okay, so
Hey.
here's my my recliner chair, and that's all fabric sample books right there. I counted 49. There's 49 fabric sample books right there.
Oh, those books are so awesome.
They,
They are.
right? There's a lot. There is a lot of them there. This is what I got just the other night. These, and I should have done it. This is my bad. Why I went and got more? But that's, you know, that's on me. It's fun finding it. But I found all of this stuff. This was just 2 nights ago. And these pieces are the really large piece of fabric samples. They're like 22 by 24, 24 by 24 size. I think they're really huge.
Wow.
I'm not going to do this.
Those make
are
great
the sizes. Those are
placemats.
easier to use too than those smaller, the books.
Yeah, they are. But this
Mhm.
that's I got from the other night. Let me put that away. There's my dog saying hi.
Baby.
Hi, little. My little child. Here's another back here. Okay, that's just from the other night. Here's a book there too. There's some.
At least it's all organized and stacked. Mine is, you don't even want to know.
Okay, this box right here is. I don't know how tall this box is. It's quite tall. It's a really tall box, and it's completely full to the very top of more sizes of the stuff you guys saw over there. This is completely full of fabrics. That's all that size.
Where did you get all of this, Jasper?
There's more. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. Okay, then I went and did this the other day. I rolled up all those. I made up some sample like pieces just to kind of put together, you know, like 4 pieces at a sample kind of a deal. This entire box is full of these like big rolls of fabric. It's again the same size as those other sizes are. I get them from a design center up the street. There's a design center that like a big shopping center kind of thing, you know. They all have their own little shops that sells fabric and furniture and draperies and designers, right? And they throw this stuff away. So these boxes here are some of the smaller size ones. Some of these smaller bits, they're like about 10 by 10, I think, something like that. There's another box back there. I'm not taking my bedroom. I have to draw a line here. Doing that.
Ooh, the black and white ones are awesome.
This is one. It's called Pendler. Is one of them. It's one of the places they're always. Oh, look! I found some fur fabric. They threw away some fur fabric in here. But I don't know. I think it's a sickness. I think partly it's a sickness. I don't know what it is, but and now that I have it in my house, though, it's overtaking everything. I mean, look at my living room, you guys. I have no shame. Look at that. Oh wait, hold on a second, really fast stuff. Look at this kitty cat fabric I found. Can you see it? It's in black and tan, and there's another one. I also have doggy fabric too. I found, which is kind of cool, and tiger fabric. Do you think anyone would want to buy this though? I mean, am I just kind of being delusional here, or what? You know?
I think there's a market for it. I would
I
guess.
think there's a market for it too.
Especially at the price of fabric now. It's
Yeah,
I know,
and people use them for like what you said, like they'll make look at that.
$185 a yard for this particular fabric right here alone.
oh,
And that's not unusual. This right here is from India. It's $310 a yard. Are you kidding me right now? But it's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
You know,
is it silk?
Hey, Marguerite.
Actually, I've been trying to get a hold of some of them and tell them, you know, please stop throwing it away. You can at least donate.
Look at that one. Is it
I love that
embroidered?
one.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
It
And
is.
you know what, you guys, you just know this. This is true. I'm being honest with you. I don't go there that often. Like I said, all this right here was just from one night only, and I don't go there that often. So I can only imagine the massive amounts they throw away that I never even saw it. Like I don't go there all the time. I don't go even there that often, really. And this is what they throw away.
Oh my heavens. That's criminal.
That hurts.
What's the matter, little? I guess it's sneezing. Are you okay? Are you all right? Say hi to the lady. Say hi. I'm handsome. My handsome boy. He's the best little dog you ever saw. He doesn't really bark or nothing. He's just so quiet. So a little rescue dog we got. Huh.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my hoard. I don't think. Do you think anyone would want to buy these though? Like, does anybody even want to buy fabric sample books at all? You think, or no?
Oh, for sure.
Because I've ripped open a lot of them, like took them apart, like this one right here. So it'd be cheaper to send, you know, so you don't have to pay for the whole thing and stuff.
The backing is heavy.
I'm gonna go back into my studio here, because there's actually more in here. There's more in here. There's more fabric sample books. Now these are my favorite ones. I'm keeping these ones. I like the ones with the solid colors, but yeah, so that's that. So now you know my dirty secret. And we're back.
I think we all have dirty secrets.
I think so too.
How do you pretend to sell that if they are all dirty?
What did you say, Miriam?
How do you pretend to sell them if they are all dirty?
No, they're not dirty.
It was a joke, Jasper.
Wait, what was it? I missed something. I'm not sure.
It was a joke, she said.
Oh, okay.
You said it's your dirty secret, so I said
okay.
if they are
I
dirty,
think
how
the
do you
fabric was
pretend to
dirty.
sell
I
them?
was like, what you... Anyway, no, as you can see, why you guys would be overwhelmed too, right? If you had all that stuff and you're looking over your house.
I'm
You know what?
overwhelmed
You
with
might
the
want to
stuff
sort it
I
out,
have
Jasper.
already.
Sort it by size and color. And then
I have done that. That's what all those boxes were. All the boxes that you saw, they were all sorted out by, they do colorways, have the same pattern but different colors. Other ones that are like duplicates, they're all like, they're not stacked on that table. They were all stacked according to like, each one of those were identical pieces together, I guess you could say. But I guess I was gonna just do a yard sale out front out here. I thought if I could just put up a sign and doing that, but I couldn't get the momentum.
They're gonna lowball you at a yard sale.
But I don't mind that. I just want to get it to people that want to use it. I really don't care. Like that's fine. I'd rather offer it to people that I know, my friends or whatever first, because you guys, if you're interested in any fabric, just let me know like what kind of colors or whatever. Just pay the shipping. That's all.
Are you in the U.S. or Canada?
I'm in the U.S.
We always have to ask that question about shipping.
And that goes for anybody, obviously in chat too, obviously. But yeah, there's different kinds of like, what would I say? There's a lot of Bohemian, which I could go back out. I'm not going back out there now again, but I did separate like for Bohemian style type fabrics to floral fabrics. I didn't show you that out there, but they were separated according to like florals, Bohemian type stuff. This one I just kind of liked it. It's not really it's kind of Bohemian, I guess, but yeah, that's kind of how far I got. If anyone wants Bohemian stuff, I have that, floral for like shabby chic type fabrics. I have that. That's mostly what I have. And I'll be honest, it's stuff I don't always take. I just leave it in the dumpster. And it's not a dirty dumpster, by the way. I mean, it's like all on top. It's clean. This stuff is very clean. It still has the tags and stuff on it. But I just separate it according to like, if it looks something like I would want. I've left behind some nice and kind of ugly fabric. I just left it behind because I'm like, now, there was just it was either really boring fabric, or it just looked very boring. Do you know what I mean? Like somebody you just use a plain couch fabric. Do you know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So I didn't take everything.
It's amazing what's thrown away, though, isn't it? Just
I think, and I've contacted them before. I said, let me know. I was come by and just pick it up. It'd be easier for me to do that. But yeah, so yeah.
Jasper, anyway, you
guess a
could
yard
put
sale.
your link in so that people can contact you. I'm covered in glue, so I can't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you could put your link in so that people can
Hi,
contact
Paula.
you.
Paula is here.
hello, Paula.
Yeah, just
Paula,
email me if you're interested. Just all you have to do is send me an email and say, hey, I'd love to have some Bohemian style fabric, or hey, I'd love to have some floral fabrics and stuff. And some of them are really pretty. I'll just send you some pictures of some of them that have birds on them, and butterflies or owls and monkeys. And there's fabric out there that has really cute elephants on it. I showed you a few of the cat ones, but there's some more with dogs on it and some with cats on it. There's some really cute stuff. It really is. And it's more than I can do in a lifetime. So I'm more than happy. And I do mean that. Happy. Send it to people that want to have it. It's yours. You can have it. Take it. Take it.
How do people get a hold of you, Jasper?
An email. Email on my channel.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Like I say, I'm covered in glue. If you watched when we did the zines with Raul, Raul did the Valentine zines.
Sherry or the Crafty Research, you who are moderators, maybe you can put the link to Jasper's.
Yes, please, someone.
Someone that knows how to do links.
Yeah.
Hey, Paula.
Which is not me.
And Sherry. Sorry, I just now looked at the chat.
Hello, Marguerite. I don't think we said hello to you.
Hey, Marguerite. Anyway, so that's my time's up. So let's go to the next person now. What are you doing, Kim? What are you working on?
What am I working? I am okay. I'll go live. Big.
Okay.
Kim's all covered in glue.
I am. I'm covered in glue because I'm gluing tissue paper down, covering up. Oh, look, got glue all over the back of the book too. Filling in spots with some gel printed
That's
tissue
cute.
paper or roll off tissue papers and stuff. So I'm just trying to get this journal so it's workable. I did
That's
put
really
in
cute.
all these Kleenex box covers. I put those in. Oh, look, it's stuck. So I've got all the. Okay,
Oh yeah, I see that.
stop that. Okay, all right. Well,
Sherry, she wants you to put in a link to Jasper's channel. Sherry's asking
yes,
what link.
please, Sherry. So I used those Kleenex box, the whole things. These things, right? That you would, so that you can pull Kleenex out. So
Oh, it almost looks like a pad.
I put them in like. They do look like pads, don't they? They don't have wings, though.
Well, the old ones didn't. I remember when they didn't.
Yeah, I know. You had to wear those belts.
Oh, Lord. I'm glad I wasn't part of that era.
Ugh. So
We're showing our age, Kim.
I know. So I stuck those in. I stuck in a couple of the cards that I covered in paper. And now I'm just using a bin of bits of, see, I got a small bin of bits here. And I'm just covering up, doing, filling it in with junk because it's a junk journal.
With stuff. You're filling it with stuff.
I am filling it with stuff.
Dirty stuff.
I
Possibly. It is Kim.
it could be anything, guys. I have stuff.
Stuff. Stuff.
Bits. Lots of
Treasures. You have treasures.
Well, I have stuff.
That's why I like. I can't
We are
remember her
like
name,
that.
but she has treasure books. I like that name better.
We are like cats. We receive something and we go to see how the box is.
You don't buy things that don't have good boxes.
No. We want the box.
Well, we're the artistic upcyclers.
Yes.
I was talking to somebody while I was away and trying to explain to them about journals and junk journals, and they had the look on their face like I was on some really weird drug. They weren't grasping what I was trying to explain, and we know that sometimes I do have difficulty, but I was not on drugs when I was trying to explain to them. And of course, I didn't have anything with me at the time, so I couldn't even show them. It's just very annoying, guys. Very, very annoying.
Well, some people have no imagination. It's shocking, but it is true.
Oh, I know.
My mother cannot understand what I do. She doesn't get it at all. Any of my stuff, anything. My doodling, this type of stuff, my art journal, she just doesn't at all. But where is she? I don't know.
My mom probably wouldn't get it either. My dad would get it. My mom, not so much.
My mom might not do it, but she would get it.
Mine too. Mine get it. My father, it will be first in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be real. We
dad
talked
too.
with my mother that if my father were here, he were streaming.
Well, your father was an amazing artist, so yeah.
He
Yes,
was. He
yes,
was.
he was an amazing person.
And when I can remember my mother when I was young, I mean, that's how I learned how to sew. Is my mother. My mother sewed all my clothes. My mother used to do when I was young. I remember her doing canvas. What's that plastic canvas?
Right?
Oh
She
yeah.
used to do plastic canvas. I mean, but I guess she was just more literal, you know. I mean, crocheting. She made all types of the chevron, the big chevron. Remember in the 70s, those chevron
Yeah.
Afghans?
Yeah.
Tons. I mean, we had one for every vehicle, and I can remember them just being all over the place. But to understand what I do, this kind of stuff, no. No.
Maybe
Mm-mm.
she was more practical, like.
She's definitely with,
Like
yeah, definitely.
utilitarian. If your stuff was like you could put it on a couch though, Becca, then it would make sense to her probably, right?
Yeah. See, my mom, because she grew up during the war, World War II, everything had to have a purpose. Like she would knit her own clothes, but she wouldn't knit anything that wasn't practical.
Yeah. My mom wasn't during the war, but that's where she was, you know, raised by my grandparents that were. So I think that's her thought too, is it should have a reason. Well, and to be honest with you, it took me quite a long time to get past that with myself.
Yeah, me
Thinking,
too.
you know, that I could just have something and it not have a reason for being there.
Yeah, I still have a problem
Home
with that.
decorating, I never understood, so I've never really done it because that doesn't make sense to me just to put something up on the wall that is on the wall.
Oh, see,
Or
I don't
to buy, you know, a fake plant. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, as I've gotten older, it makes a little bit more sense. Like I can appreciate somebody's home being decorated, but in my own home, there is just no way in living anything that I would go and buy a plant to just put in a corner to make that corner look nice.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I couldn't imagine not doing it.
Oh, see, I can't even, like home stores, like those decorative home stores, I go in them, yes, but I go in them with the thought of what can I buy to make. I don't go in them to, like, I've never been in the fake plant section or the, you know, I can't imagine decorating my home like that, like decorating my home.
Some of it doesn't make any sense at all. Like those balls you can buy, just put in a bowl.
Okay,
I'm
right. I know.
why?
Yep. I can't
Right?
imagine buying those. Yeah.
I'm like, what for? Like, doesn't make any
I don't
sense.
like stuff that gathers dust. So all those little tchotchkes, I don't do. I have pictures and I have stuff, but yeah.
I can't say anything because I'm sure you guys have seen pictures of my living room.
I know. But like I have stuff, like I have some old cameras and stuff like that
cool.
that I've decorated with.
That's cool though.
But that to me though, that's displaying a collection.
Right.
That's different.
Exactly.
That's different. I have my cat collection is up on the wall, and I have some pretty shelves that I bought to display my collection. But I wouldn't go into a store and see I tried home interiors years ago, I was a seller, I mean years ago, and I couldn't sell it because I couldn't explain buy this ugly photo, to buy this picture. No, you should put a picture of your family on the wall, or a picture maybe that you've taken on the wall. You're not, you know, I don't understand the whole to buy a picture.
Hush, Lola.
Because I still can't get over that. So I'm sure that's what, you know, now that you guys say that about my mother, that's probably how she looks at my art, is that it has no use.
Well, the junk journaling is hard for people. Even me, sometimes I'm like, junk journaling sometimes doesn't make sense to me, especially like tags. I'm like, but what do you do with the tag? I have to have a reason to make a tag. I can't make a tag just for the sake of it being a tag. That's not good enough
Just
for me.
to stick it in a pocket. Well, why do I need a pocket? Well, you need a pocket for the tag that you're going to make before.
I know.
You don't need if you don't make the tag, then you don't need the pocket, right?
It's got more of a purpose than just it is just what it is. It's just
Shut my door, Gabe.
Right.
Art's
Even
purpose
pocket
is
on
that
a
it's
shirt.
art.
I don't understand a pocket on a shirt because I'm never going to put anything in that pocket.
Yeah.
Why would you have a pocket up near your boob? You know, that doesn't make no dang sense.
Okay, Dana, Jan was saying, I love that card above what you were working on,
Oh.
painting green and depth.
Yeah,
Oh.
these are some that I've been working on.
It's a tag, it's a card. Things, guys, look.
What
Yeah,
you gonna do with that there piece of paper? What's it for?
I like
I
other
like
people's
those.
stuff. I
Those
don't
are
for myself. I
lovely.
can't do it. I just don't know why.
Make it into a postcard, then it makes sense.
yeah. I have a stack there that I'm making into postcards.
Mhm.
But isn't beauty its own reason?
I think so.
That's what I have a problem with.
Tell me, what's the function of the jewelry?
I
Right.
don't.
Same
I don't
thing.
really
It's
wear.
beautiful.
I know,
It's my mother's wedding ring and my wedding ring. That's about what I wear of jewelry. Oh, but I have these. These are pretty.
But see,
These are
I'm with you,
pretty.
Becca, because like I'm fine with dangles and stuff. I love dangles, and I love that makes sense to me on a journal. So I don't really make a lot of sense though. In some ways, like decorative is fine. That doesn't make any sense. Like I'm so stumped on that whole tag thing. I don't understand my problem on that, but I don't know.
I hear you, Miriam. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I understand it to a point. Like I said, I can appreciate it for sure. Like I said, I go into these people's homes that have everything and this is in its spot and everything matches, and they got the tall candlestick on one end and the short flowers on the. I mean, it looks gorgeous, but I can't do. I just have never in my life, and I've thought about it many a times how nice it would be to have the house when you walk in and you have this but mine is more like these are my cat collection, and it may not be cohesive, but that's all of my cat stuff on that wall.
You're a
and I buy more cat stuff, and I just buy another shelf that I like. It doesn't have to match that shelf that was there before. I put it on the wall and I add more cat stuff.
That is very eclectic.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But sometimes it's just fun.
But I know people that would go and buy cat stuff just to decorate a wall. And that to me, I don't do that. It has to be, it's my collection, if that makes sense. And see, I don't understand those decorating shows, those home, where they go out and they buy stuff for people to decorate their home to make it look pretty. I don't understand that. To me, it's like, no, those people should have collected those things themselves.
I agree with that too. I kind of agree with that too. You have to pick your own collection. Someone else can just buy one all at once for you, and
everything has memories to me.
Everything
has memories to me.
Exactly. You collected one at a time. It has a memory attached to it. Maybe you bought it when you went on a cruise or something, or all those things. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever do one of those where they turn the house over to someone.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a control freak.
No.
It's not that I'm a control freak, but they would probably do beige or grayish, and I would have to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that Ford lady that was on Trading Spaces that took a traditional Southern home that was beautiful, and she glued corrugated cardboard to the walls.
Yeah.
I remember with that same lady, she put the real plants all over the wall, and then within a week they all died, and it was just, people had just dead twigs on their walls.
With that episode with the corrugated cardboard and throwing out the beautiful antique furniture to put in cardboard furniture, Ty Pennington quit over that one because he kept saying this is going to ruin this house. You can't get corrugated cardboard off your wall.
Right.
She put it on with liquid nails.
Oh, no way.
You don't understand.
Oh, that's
it was a junk.
It was what?
A junk house.
Oh, yeah, it was junk, all right.
But that was the first show, and I think that was the first show out there that was like those shows, and I think it was a lot of it was done for just the wow, to get people to watch.
Oh no, that woman thought it's Hildy. That's her name. She
Hildy,
all the time.
She was something else.
Yeah, that was her.
She was definitely just a designer. She wasn't a she wasn't an interior designer. She was just like a shop designer. She
You were
was
Candace Owens. Candace Owens had really nice taste, though.
Yeah, some of them did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the designers out there, you know, that are walking down the runway and all they have on is a piece of tape around their, you know, butt or something. Oh, there we go.
I saw that show.
This is our newest line from Liner.
It's just electrician's tape. Yeah.
Oh, that would hurt, wouldn't it?
I saw that.
Taking it off would hurt.
Yeah. Oh, that would be bad. That would be so bad.
Sherry
I
put.
don't think they have any hair on them anyway.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, good design is different than just bad design.
Yeah, that's true.
But I couldn't
mean,
not do my
definitely
house.
have my own taste when it comes to decorating, and there's no way I would let a grayish person into my house.
No.
A great person? Yeah.
No, she's got to have a colorful person.
Yeah.
And a
Yep.
good designer would do that, would sit down and talk with you about what you like and don't like. And
Yeah.
Right.
They still wouldn't do it my way.
probably not, no. But that's you. You're one of a kind there.
Yeah, kind of.
But I can't imagine.
I would not be fun. My sister is not fun. That's why one of the part of the reason why it's taken her so long to get her house done. But she micromanages everything.
Yeah.
Everything. With her
Well,
kids.
it's her house. I
and
mean, if you gotta be
life and-
living there, you kind of have to. If you gotta be the one that lives there, not the person who did it. You know, you're the one that's got to live in that house, so you should be able to like it.
Yeah, but it's pretty bad when she can't get anyone to work for her anymore.
Oh.
Well, there is that too. Yeah. And when you're trying to, you know, it's like, just get your dang bathroom done, you know? just get it done.
Hello, Beth. Beth is here.
Hey, Beth.
How are you?
How are you?
There she is.
Yes, Paula, that's Ty Pennington. Move that bus. Actually, he's an incredibly good designer. If you've ever looked at, like, I bought a book of his somewhere where he showed what he did to his own house.
I love him. I think he's just so fun. I like his
Oh, what was awesome was like he used things. He didn't just go out and spend billions of dollars.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. Not at the beginning. No, he did not.
I'm just teasing
like
you.
His bowl, his sink in his bathroom, I think it was this old bowl he found somewhere.
That's cool.
Like a stainless steel bowl.
See, I love upcycling stuff. Upcycling is
Yeah.
my jam. I love that kind of stuff. Love it. See, you're taking something useful, making it out into something else. That makes sense to me, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of stuff like that, like salvaged wood for the nightstands.
Oh, nice. Oh, my gosh. I just love that sort of stuff so much.
I don't have the skills to construct it so that it will stay put. That's the problem.
Who do you love, Paula?
There's got to be a DIY on YouTube somewhere I show you how to do that. No?
Oh, I'm sure. There probably is. That's true. But if it's something that has to be sturdy and hold something, then I would.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like things with stories, though.
Yeah.
I like antique things, and
I like when they take a piece of the house and makes a piece of furniture out of it.
yes, yes.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. What do you think about when you watch Tim Holtz and he's using other people's photographs and making an entire
I've
album
seen that.
that you don't even know? I keep wanting to say, well, put your own photographs in there. Why are you using people you don't know, like, to make this beautiful album? I understand there's a place for it in crafting. I'm not saying that there's not. The paper dolls and all that. That's fun. But when you make this album and it's like, it seems like it's about a person, but it's not anybody you know. I mean, can't you like use your own photographs, right? I mean, do you see what I'm saying?
Not everybody has old photographs, though.
The other. I am agreeing.
I have old photographs, but not everybody does.
I think a big thing with me is it's not necessarily the copyright bit of it, but if I use somebody else's photos or I don't feel like it's mine.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are these people? Like, you know, like, you spend all this time on it. Like, it just seems like I just don't understand. Again, we're back to that, like what Becca said. You know, I feel like it's got to make some kind of sense to me to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of his photographs look like my old family photographs.
Do they? Well, that's cool.
Oh, funny.
But I would love to have some. I would love to have some photographs that I could use, though. I don't really have very many photographs. Maybe I'm just jealous. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we had them way back to tintypes, and a lot of them disappeared at my mom's house, which
Really? That's just so sad. I mean, that makes me so
it's so
sad.
sad and so infuriating. And there was a whole album of one family that were tintypes.
Oh my God, you're kidding me.
Like you could see, it was like the couple, and then they had a baby, then they had another. You know, like once a year there must
You
have been
know,
an
that's what
itinerary.
drives me nuts about these artists or these crafters that find these things at yard sales and then destroy them for their art,
Right.
saying, "Oh, we're giving them a
Yeah.
new life." Well, there might very well be a family out there looking for those. You know, now
Right.
is there a chance that they may never be found? There's that chance, but there's also that chance that they could be found by the family that might be looking on for them.
Some
Right.
families sell them.
That's I try to save when I see stuff like that being sold by these crafters that say we're giving
Yeah.
it a new life. I try
I
to
found
save
something
it
like
if I
that in
can
the
afford it.
dumpster. I found something like that in the dumpster, and I take it out of the dumpster like I was like I'm going to be able to save it somehow. Someone threw it away. Like,
But that that's just my opinion. There's and I know that they're out there. You know, we got a lot of the crafters that do that. I'm giving it a new life. I just think when it's something like that, those tin types are because I like collecting the what are the cabinet cards. I keep those and
Right.
I don't use those. I mean, unless they're destroyed. I have used one or two that were like really ripped up and torn up. I've used in my crafting, but if they're in good shape or even decent shape, I keep them because you just
Yeah, I have a
And
hard
you
time.
can still
somebody
use
may
them
be
without
looking
tearing
for
them
'em.
up too. I mean, you can still use them without tearing them up. You can just put them in a thing like you want to make, like you'd make with Tim Tolt's stuff, and it doesn't tore up at all. It's just in there, you know, like everything else that people do when they make something with other people's pictures. It's not tore up at all. You know what I mean? It's just in
Jasper, we could use it as a tag. We can stick it in that pocket.
There you go. That's why you need that pocket.
there. That's what those
But
tags are for.
you know but again, that's just my opinion. And when I because I used to go to sales and stuff, and I've seen people selling those, and I just just hold my breath because I'm like, oh, that's going to somebody that I know is going to cut that up and stick it on the front of their journal with all kind of lace around it, and that's probably Aunt Jolene's great niece or
Some
something.
people just don't care though either.
Yeah, they don't care. There's
Family
no
doesn't
memory
care.
for themselves, and there's no memory
It's
for the
weird. People
person
don't.
that
There's
might
people that
be.
don't care. It's just so weird to me. It's their family photos, and they don't care about their own family photos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it happens all the time. I
They
helped
just
a
throw it
lady
away
who
and
was
stuff.
terminally ill clear out her house, and her son came, and
Oh
all he
no!
wanted was some sterling silver pieces.
Yep, and
Wow.
everything else goes in the
Everything
craft.
else, he was like, you can do whatever you want with it. No,
What?
that's so dear.
Wow, but that's his heritage. Like, how can you be that way? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like boys may be like
They
that
are
because
more than
No,
mom,
it's not just boys.
No, it's
just
not
boys.
just boys.
girls
It's not just
too.
boys.
Well, yeah, there's probably some females in my family that are like that, but yeah, because I just know, like, for example, Eddie is like, when mom dies, I'm going in there with a bulldozer and we're just covering it all up because
what a
she's
terrible
really, like,
thing to
immortal.
say. I mean, that's
And
such a
yeah,
horrible
and she's like, you better not. I have notes and stuff stuck in all those boxes for you kids
it
to
makes me want to
find.
cry.
And
Oh my god.
we're like, Eddie, you're not gonna touch the home.
Yeah.
You're not
Well,
going
now
anywhere.
thank you for warning us. Hey, you know we're now allowed to come around.
Oh yeah, and he's said that he's been saying that for years and years and years. But yeah, he has zero interest in any of the photographs and any of the anything that she has kept.
Then
Now,
he
don't get me
gets
wrong.
nothing. Then he gets nothing.
Well, there's nothing there. Unfortunately, there's nothing to get. So, but it's all photographs. It's all memory stuff. She, has never had anything.
That's wow. Okay.
Oh, Marguerite, that is so sad. Oh, she said that her sister took all of her paintings to the landfill. She kept all the jewelry and photos for herself.
Oh, that's
I have a
sad.
sister like that. I have a sister. She threw away because she wasn't in any of the old slides because myself and my 4 brothers have a different dad. and she got a hold of all the old slides and she threw them away. She tried to get money out of my brother to what do you call it when you try to bribe somebody with money? What's that called? You're like, I'll give you $3,000 for these. Yeah, like a bribe. And he said, no, I'm not doing it. She threw them away. They've never been found again. So, what is that about? Like, seriously.
My mother already separated everything. And she's only 7. I mean,
That's
she's
good.
fine. But just recently, because she was like, I told her what I wanted. I wanted her. I mean, she doesn't have, she's nothing really, to be honest. She gave me her wedding rings when I was 16. She gave me the wedding rings from my father, and then my sister has the set from her father, and then the rest is like I wanted her Cutco knives. So I got her Cutco knives, and I wanted her back in the day when you got dishes and such when you got married. I got her Chinaware, and it's not even good Chinaware. It's not like worth anything, but that's what I wanted, and that's what she gave me. And then my sister wanted some things, and and that's it. My mom's like, I don't need this stuff now,
Right.
So that's what she did, and there's nothing for the two of us to fight over when she does die. So
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, my mom did that
Yeah.
too.
I understand because she's really wanting to move into a smaller, like she has a big, like 4-bedroom farmhouse, 2-story farmhouse. So her goal is to get into like a living, what is it called when,
Assisted living?
No, not assisted, but she will only have to pay whatever the amount of her income.
Like a subsidized housing.
Subsidized, yeah. She wants to go into, because she's from a small town, and they have a subsidized like high rise that you can get into. And she said, I can't have, I'm going into a 1-bedroom place, So
Yeah.
what am I going to do with a dinnerware of 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my uncles, my dad's oldest brother, passed away when he still had little kids.
Oh.
And his wife he had a heart attack at about 50 something, I think it was. And he still had young children though. But his wife threw out all the pictures of him.
Somebody needs to check into and see
Somebody had some anger issues, I think. But my cousin is my age. And when we went to a family reunion, my mom said, you know what? I don't think that Uncle Bill's kids have any pictures of him. And I was like, really? And because we had all of my dad's pictures and my grandmother's picture, their mother's, the uncle's mother, we copied them. And my cousin, who's my age, he literally wept.
Aw.
Because
I don't know. I watch a lot of whodunit TV shows, and I would be looking in to see make sure he really died from a heart attack.
He did. My dad was there when he had the heart attack. But
I'm just saying. That's usually one of the things that they say during those shows is everything is gone, and
That's with my sister. I'm telling you, my sister. I hate to say that about her, but there's something wrong, man. There just is. There's just
everybody handles grief so differently, though.
They do.
You never know. But he was only 6 or 7 when his father died.
Yeah.
And he had a younger brother who was maybe 3, I think. And so they really didn't remember their dad very much.
Well, and then someone takes all the pictures, like my sister of because me and my brothers have a different dad, and he died. He was killed in a car accident by a semi-truck driver, fell asleep at the wheel, and the pictures of my sister threw away had our dad in it. Like, she's always been very jealous of me having. I don't even want to, but people are really like that, and it's really sad to say. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, I went home and copied. I sent him hundreds of pictures because.
See, if I could find pictures of my dad, I would be so thrilled to find some pictures. I have one picture of my dad. It's one.
Wow.
It's a little family photo when I was a baby. But so I'm like that with pictures. That's why I think I don't know about Becca, but that's why I think the picture thing kind of gets to me. It's kind of like a sensitive subject for me. Because I don't really have any pictures. I don't. And it's like I want to have real pictures, not Tim Holtz pictures. Nothing against Tim Holtz, but I'd love to have some actual pictures of people that I'm related to. Would be really nice. So maybe that's where it's coming from.
I think Tim Holtz. I mean, I don't have a lot. I don't buy a lot of his stuff. I have some, but I don't buy a lot of it. But I think though he is helpful in maybe making people appreciate things like that. Not sitting here kind of thinking of it like,
right.
You know, you talk to a lot of 30 and 40-year-old somethings, they don't want anything. They think that, you
No.
know, there's that whole thing now, like on Instagram and TikTok about, hey, boomer, you know,
When
it's
they
like,
when they get older, they're going to regret it though, because when they get to be 50,
okay.
60, they're going to regret throwing that stuff away. They'll have nothing to show for anything with their family. Like there's going to be nothing.
Yeah.
There's such a it's such a throwaway kind of generation though. You
It
know,
is.
they thought us Gen X's were throwaway, you know,
Becca, I
and
caught my son. This is about 10 years ago, because I was going through all my stuff. I had all their baby stuff, right? I give my son some of his little toys from when he was a baby, like maybe the bear he got when he was in the hospital, and some little clothes and stuff. I found it in the dumpster. Like the next day, he threw it all in the dumpster. I was so hurt by that. I'm like, what? And I took it out of the dumpster, of course, and I have it now still. But now he has a kid. Maybe I'll give it to him again. But it's like what you said. I don't understand that thinking of it's no use to them right now. Why do they want it? Like that's their mentality. What am I supposed to do with a dumb bear? You know, like I don't know.
Yeah, some people just don't care. Just really don't care.
I don't know. It's just not. It doesn't mean anything to them. They're not sentimental. I don't know what it is, but he's got a kid now, though. A cute little boy. My little youngest grandson who's 6 years old now.
Aw. But yeah, they just don't. Some people just don't, and other people do. I've always been sentimental, though.
Me too. I hauled so much stuff back from BC.
My son is the same way. Everything has a memory connected. A little piece of paper can have a memory connected to it, and it's hard being that person that has that memory connected to everything, because it's really hard to get rid of stuff.
It is, right?
And it's really hard for Shannon, because Shannon isn't one to keep stuff. So she doesn't understand when, you know, Gatton doesn't want to throw something away, or I don't want to throw something away, because we're so attached, because that piece of paper may just look like a piece of paper to you that should be thrown in the trash. But to me, I might have been talking to my grandma when I made that note about buying bread. And there might have been something my grandma said to me about buying bread. And
don't you think too, like people that really lost a lot of stuff that was sentimental, and then it's taken from them, they end up being more sentimental than maybe someone else was who had access to all that stuff, and they're
definitely. I know it comes from my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you lose a lot of stuff, you tend to want to hang on to stuff more, because it's, you know, you maybe appreciate it more. I really don't know. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have bad memories associated with someone, you definitely don't want to be reminded of them.
But you know,
you never know.
Too,
that I throw all his letters away.
That if you live with somebody who's creative, my dad was very creative. He made furniture, he painted, he carved. He was always working with his hands. So all that stuff has memories and means something. My sister, not so much. Like the furniture that he made for their living room, and these were incredible. They were made out of teak. Like they were really, really incredible pieces of furniture.
Oh my gosh.
But she put them in the garage sale, you know?
Wow.
Everybody's got a different thing.
Yeah, I don't understand it. My brother did the same thing. One of my brothers got rid of a piano that was my grandmother's, and he put it on Craigslist for free. When I found out about that, I was so pissed. And it was like, why would you at least ask if anyone else wants it? Like, why did that not occur to him? Like, oh, gee, maybe someone else might want it before I give it away on Craigslist. I don't know. Dumbass.
Yeah. I was interesting when my mom came to live with us. It was kind of a short notice thing.
Yeah.
But my brother was at her house, and so we were, you know, saying, well, ship this to me, ship that to me, whatever. And my mom kept saying, oh, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. But my dad had built some furniture, and there were some other pieces. There were a couple of things she did want. But, you know, when those things that my dad built arrived, she was like, well, they could go right here in my room. It would be okay. You don't have another place.
Cool.
You know, she'd be like so genteel about it. And then I had this weird rhinoceros I've made that's mixed media. And she said, you know, some of your dad's paintings might look really nice right there. And it was to the door of her room. And so it was like, it really did mean something to her. You know, she just didn't want to be a bother. But those were visual reminders
that is
of my dad. And it was just so interesting to me that, oh, I don't want to be a bother, but that would be really nice right there. Okay, Mom, it can go right there. That would be
That
fine.
is so
Kim,
sweet.
I'm just sitting here listening to you guys. I'm not even working anymore. I'm kind of, so you might want to put somebody else on.
Okay. Dana's back up.
Okay.
I don't find my washi tape.
Oh no!
I cannot.
So Beth is talking about is Joe a hoarder?
Just a little bit.
A little bit. What does he like to keep, hang on to? What kind of stuff?
Anything.
Like notes and personal like grocery lists?
Everything.
He has furniture.
That's bad.
We know Joe.
He has furniture, cars. I mean, I don't know.
Baby bath nets,
There's all kinds of stuff.
Oh wow.
sewing machines.
Yeah. He has
I'm trying to
lots.
think of some of the things that I've seen in their garage this year. You've actually been there. I've just seen it on.
Yeah, there's lots. He has an old motorcycle in his garage that he tore apart, but he hadn't fixed it.
I found it.
He's got 2 cars out back that I think maybe more. I don't
Maybe
know.
3, maybe 4.
Maybe more. You know,
I know they've got a couple boats. I know they've
And there's
got-
2 boats.
I don't think Beth
There's
was
2
at the
boats out back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like he keeps it all neat. Like he has it all cleaned up and neat, but he definitely don't want to get rid of it.
Right.
Like, and he gets anxious whenever I go over and help Beth in her office.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he gets anxious. He can't stand it because he don't want us to get rid of her stuff even.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, that is definitely a thing.
he does. He gets very.
I mean, I'm saying that's
And I
not,
think
that's
that
not
Beth has talked about, them growing up and not having much and stuff too,
Yeah.
I think. And
That
so
was my question. He
it
grew
comes
up.
from
Oh,
now,
and Joe worked hard, and
Yeah.
and
now has things.
I mean, like Beth wants to redecorate her living room, but he won't let her get rid of stuff to redecorate it. Like she wants it more beachy, but they have a lot of formal stuff in there, and he
Right.
don't want to get rid of it. So
Does he have like a little man cave he can have all to himself and touch it all day he wants to and have his own?
well, he's got the whole house yard and everything else.
well, not the whole. Beth has her.
Beth has her room. and-
Sorry, that's just. I mean, I almost expected that answer, and then when you said it, it was like, okay. Never.
Well, he bought some new clothes, and he had them stacked up somewhere in the bedroom. And Beth's like, you need to get rid of some of your old clothes because we don't have room to put all these. And he's like, they're mine, and I'm keeping them.
Go, Paula. Go, Paula. Go feed your husband.
There's Miriam. What are you doing, Miriam?
Beth says he has a garage and a barn.
I'm saying bye to Paula.
Plenty of room.
What I'm
Oh, I had
doing
to go
in
feed her husband. But she's nice that way.
I mean, like he's sweet and he'll do anything for you. He just likes his stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like that. I mean, I still have. I've been out of my mother's house since I was 17, and I still have stuff in her attic that I won't let her throw away. She's asked me. She's like, "Can I get rid of it?" No, Mom. I got it. I'll get it. I promise, Mom. I'll get it because I know what it is. It's all my books from my trade school. So that's how many years ago that I went to trade school. But yeah, it's all my memories from trade schools up in her
Well, I've been
attic.
telling my kids they better get their stuff out of here or I'm chucking it.
Well, that's what she tells me. But she doesn't. She loves me.
Well, then you don't have a sister that's going to throw it away.
Sure.
Half my kids didn't even grow up in this house, so that's a good thing. So 2 of them spent part of their life here. But
I have a watch.
Me and my sisters, we tried to be fair to each other when my parents passed.
You're lucky that you have a sister that's cool. You have sisters that are cool like that.
Yeah, I mean,
my
like
sister and I were very good like that.
we tried not to step on each other's toes and stuff.
That's
And my
good.
mom had already given like her jewelry to who she wanted to have it.
Yeah.
for the most part, and stuff like that. But yeah,
Hey, Barbara Clark. No, that's everybody.
Hi, Barbara.
Hey,
That's
Barbara.
what I'm starting to do.
Oh,
I'm starting.
Jasper. You don't have Jasper on there.
Oh yeah, Jasper.
Jasper's here too, Barbara.
I'm starting to give my jewelry as gifts.
Joe says he
Oh.
has all this stuff because he can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
I
Beth,
figure-
do you have your own art studio space? It's just yours? I'm just curious.
she has
Who
her
did
own art room, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then she has pottery in the garage.
Oh, that's right. She has pottery. She has a ceramic studio basically. She's got a kiln and everything.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I don't have any of that anymore. That's awesome. I'm gonna have to come over to Beth's house. Do some pottery with her. Pretty fun. I saw some of the stuff that she was dealing with. Was it you, Dana? That Beth? You and Dana? Okay. You just
Yeah,
the
we
little.
did.
I saw the little stuff you guys made. Those little charm things.
Yeah, we did a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna use them for mosaics.
That's what I was wondering. It's like that looks like it's gonna be a mosaic, and how cool! It looks like it's almost the way it's set up on that kiln shelf. It's almost like at first I thought it was already on something. You were just gonna have to put the what do you call that stuff? The grout or
Oh,
whatever.
Miriam, I see
Grout.
your
Super
bookmark
cute.
Oh,
tag.
here.
There
I'm
it is.
doing something.
I'm just
Oh,
sneaking
you
with
put your
ideas.
frog on there, Miriam. Show them the frog from is that from aluminum foil?
Yes.
Sorry,
Cute.
I had to say something about her having a tag.
Look at that. I love that frog. It's from an aluminum baking pan, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
this
the little
is the
bumps
one.
at the bottom. Yeah,
Look at
from the
that.
kiln.
From this. From
that
something like
cute?
this.
Oh, that's made from an aluminum can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Like with like a die cutting machine kind of a deal.
Yes. Yes, with the
Oh,
die
nice.
cutting.
Yeah,
And
if
I
you guys
did
don't watch
this,
Miriam, you need to.
I was
this.
watching Miriam this morning. Actually, I was kind of half asleep, but I was watching her. I love Miriam's accent. I just love Miriam's voice. Period. It's very relaxing listening to Miriam on her channel.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no,
Miriam is very,
no,
very talented.
I need some watching hours. So if you like my voice, when you go to sleep, put a mixer.
And I do too. Because it was really early this morning. It was like 5 o'clock this morning or something. You were on in my time.
Yeah, I know. Sundays are. I'm not reaching everyone. So instead of putting a pocket, I did this. I bought a clip. It's a junk journal after all. Well, I am going to show you a little bit what I did more. I have my pockets here. Maybe I put that you can see. It's better. So I glue more than what I wanted here.
Whoops.
Was it cool?
Well, look how you did that. Look at how she did that with a piece of paper and then put it. That's neat.
I put the pocket on the paper like this.
Yeah, that's really neat.
So now I have more. So here, no, still nothing. Oops, here I have another pocket that also it's bigger. I have here my pocket of the birds, all birds.
Like some jelly printing you got going on there?
Yeah, jelly printing, brayer offs. This one.
I love that pocket. It's a see-through pocket with that tag in there. It's very cute. See, I can appreciate other people's stuff like that. Like I think I remember you doing that tag, and that's so cute. And the thing about doing this stuff, I do it anyway because I find I get more into a creative space. It doesn't have to have a purpose. The tag doesn't have to have a purpose. The pocket's fine. So I do make them, and I feel better when I do. It makes me feel like I'm kind of reaching out and just doing something creative of some kind. Those leaves are cool. Is that leaves you use on that right page there? Like
this is the eco print.
Oh, really?
With leaves, yes.
Cool.
I put these ones. No, this one it's frottage. This is frottage. But I have other ones that I made that with the same machine, the die cut,
Oh,
but
wow.
without die cuts.
Okay.
I put 2 papers and the leaf, and then I have a print, 2 prints.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is my cat, but inside I have a dog. You cannot see it. You are full for the cat. You say, "Hi, kitty, kitty," and the dog comes here and says, "Ruff, ruff."
Oh, it's too funny.
And then I did well. This one you saw. I put something in here, so more junk to put over the junk. And I put here this that is from the die cut of a butterfly. I have another envelope here that you already saw. And I am preparing now. This is a tag on a tag.
A tag on a tag?
Yes,
There
that's
you
it.
go.
And it have this transparent or translucent paper that it's for nothing, just because.
Just because, and that's good enough.
Yes, that's perfect for me. And I have here another leaf that I need to put somewhere. And I have pockets to be here and here. Yeah, I will try to do some things in the page that I don't have anything, like this one. This one is for a big. I need to put this somewhere, but I need a big pocket. Maybe this one. Oh, perfect. Found it.
Got
That's
it, got
cute.
it.
I just read a quote that the purpose of art is to feed the soul. It needs no other purpose.
That's
I
right.
like that. I need to write that
Perfect.
option.
Perfect.
Exactly.
That's the definition. And it's a form of communication.
Yes.
I'm just too critical of everything I do.
I think
Maybe
we're
that's
all
its
our own worst
purpose, is to
critics.
get you past that.
Yep, I guess that's a good point.
We're
Just
all
let it
our
go.
own worst critics.
I think
Let
my
it
prompts have
go.
helped me tremendously on that.
Will it help you tremendously?
Doing my prompts the way that I do my
Oh,
prompts.
yeah.
Oh,
It gets past that part. Like, what's the point? The point is the point. Just do it. That's the point.
Mm-hmm, that is the point.
Speaking of prompts, we need to pull a card for Tuesday. Give me a number between 1 and 25, and that's the card I'm going to pull.
35.
Pardon?
35.
35? All right. One,
Miriam has spoken.
Yes.
4, 5, 6,
No dilly dilly dally.
7, 8,
No lollygagging.
Hey, that's
10,
Which to me,
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
and now I am going to do something because I have it. Only because I have washi tape. Chakadan.
You found the washi tape?
27,
Found it.
28,
Use it.
29,
And I'm going to use it again.
30,
You know, I forget to use
31,
washi tape.
31,
I have it, and I'll go get it right now. I'll add it to this.
Mm.
I'm at 31,
Keep going, keep going.
32, 33, 34. This is 35. These are the prompts we're going to be using on Tuesday.
Oh, let me grab a pen.
I will post that on Meet Your Creativity and in the community tab on my channel. And
good.
we will roll a dice to see where we start. But these are what the prompts will be. so you can have stuff to play with.
Oh, cool. What is that? That's for what, Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah, we're gonna
What
play
time?
12:45.
Okay.
That's Central Time.
Those look
That's
fun.
it.
Those are some really good prompts on there.
And you can do it on whatever you like. You can do a journal page. You can do a tag. I've done 10 prompts on
So-
Twitch.
So
I
Kim,
didn't see the note, Kim. Can you read it?
yeah, can we
Okay.
write it? Can we write it down so we have our stuff ready for Tuesday, kind of a
Okay.
deal? Is that-
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Let me write it down.
like I say, we don't know where we're going to start on the list because I will roll a dice.
Okay, I see what you're
So
saying.
this is the order they will be in.
Need a pencil or
So
something.
number 1 is stencils.
Piece of paper, paper or something.
You can ignore this part.
Oh, lines.
Stencils, lines, pattern, edge, fish, blue, green,
Oh my
spatter.
goodness. Well, do you think we'll get through all that?
Oh, yeah. And I might just do it on Twitchies.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be fun.
I'm sure. It's always fun, Kim.
Okay, so where are we? Stencils, lines, pattern,
Got it.
edge, fish, blue, green, spatter, image, and pencil. Now you can interpret these any which way you want. We will be doing them in order so you can kind of plan out what you think, but I don't know where we're going to start. We might start on edge. Who knows? But these are the ones in order. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I get it.
No, but anything makes sense. It's okay. Don't need to make sense.
It'll make sense on Tuesday.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna head out. I smell lunch being finished up, so I'm gonna head out so I can go eat.
Well, thanks for coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you
no
for
problem.
having me. Thank
We
you.
don't
your
serve
lunch.
lunch, you don't stay, huh?
I know. I'm hungry. I'll
Awesome.
see you all later. Thank you so much again for having me.
Thank you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye. All right. Who wants to go up? Who hasn't been big for a while?
I can be big.
Jasper.
Ann.
Dana? Who said
Sure.
me?
Me.
Who
Dana?
said me?
Dana. Dana's
There.
up. Dana's up.
And my camera's really high. Okay. So I got this book. I don't know where from, but it had pages in it. And it was an empty farm record book. And so I just altered it and I used some of the pages that was in it. And then I've just been adding other stuff on it.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what else I'll put in it yet, but I'm just slowly.
Are you using it for a purpose? Is it just going to be like a
No.
doodle book, or
Just some stuff that I have laying around. I've been pulling out of my little box here that has a bunch of stuff in it.
your
And,
giveaway box?
and just adding stuff in it. So it's kind of just junk that's laying here that I haven't used. So, but I like the cover of it.
That is an interesting cover.
Yeah, it is.
It's like
And I
that.
just did that on accident. Darn it. It did look better.
That is a cool book.
Yeah.
It is. And
It's
it looks hand bound. Is it like hand bound?
It was, but it came apart, so I had to do it.
Okay.
It had other pages in it, and they look like. Let's see. Make sure I get the right ones. It's just how to keep a record. So they were all just like a journal or ledger.
Okay.
And so I just took them out, and so I have more pages that can go somewhere else. But yeah,
Cool though.
yeah, just something to glue in, I guess. I don't really do much junk journals or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have a lot of vintage stuff that I've collected. For instance, I have this letter. It's a Washington D.C. letter. Then I have like tickets. This is off. It says Form F65 301, one-way family excursion ticket. Then I have like a lot of little. These are Metro tickets.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, from Chicago.
then I have. This is another one of those. This is a coach ticket.
Those are
And
interesting.
I have lots of stuff like that. This is an old envelope. I have some war letters. This is a war letter.
Wow.
And I think this is one
I think
too.
that stuff is so interesting. I love reading old letters and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, it's just, I just think
Yeah,
it's so
this is a war letter written in September 1951.
Oh.
And then I have a bunch of these are labels. Like this one's a poison label. Then
Wow.
there's cigar labels, lipstick labels,
Those are
peanut
very
butter,
cool.
Great.
Yeah, they are.
Chi Perrier, Old Baker bottled in bond. This one is from Red Top Snuff, and my grandmother used to dip this shit. And
she
then
was
That's a
chewing
memory.
tobacco?
do what?
Your grandmother was chewing tobacco?
No, snuff, the powder stuff.
Okay.
Didn't it go up their nose?
I don't know.
I thought it went in their cheek or something, kind of like
They did. They put it in their cheek, and she would
Yeah.
spit in a can. Ugh. This is Smith's Rosebud. This is olives, pineapple laid. Oh no, I got these and just they've been sitting in there, so I need to start using some of this stuff.
That makes sense. I probably have a bunch of that stuff kicking around too. That
Oh, and I
I've
love
been
these.
saving for something.
These are bottle tabs from milk.
Okay.
Well, you got some really cool stuff there.
Yeah.
See, like, I have a bunch of, I should do what you're doing there. Like, put it in like a long journal kind of a thing, because it's not being used. That's cool. I don't even know where we found that milk bottle cap.
Oh,
The
on
auctions sell stuff.
yeah, different auctions and
Yeah,
sometimes eBay. It depends.
yeah.
But yeah, I've got a collection of stuff. So, and I've sold a lot of my stuff, a lot of it, because I did have quite a bit, and I got rid of a lot of it.
Yeah, I got some of your cigarette
Cigarette card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Dana's sale was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and I was like collecting stuff, and like if I got 20 labels that's the same thing, then I would get more and then jumble them all up so that everybody gets a little bit of everything,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So I don't know, but all that stuff can take over your house in a hot minute.
Yeah, I did. You saw my fabric stash.
That's a lot of fabric.
Yes.
I thought I had lots. I do not.
Now
I
you can
don't
feel better
feel-
about yourself, huh?
I do. Thank you.
You're welcome. I can't believe I showed you guys that. That's how much I love you guys. Because that, I'm usually a pretty private person. I can't believe I did that. But, I was like, man, you know what? Whatever.
Jasper,
what?
I probably have more fabric than that.
But you know what, Jasper? We understand, right? Like,
Exactly. I knew you guys wouldn't be all judgy and stuff.
we're not going to judge that because seriously.
Except we might be jealous.
Yes.
Well, if you want it, let me know. You just let me know. I'll send it to you. If you want like a sample package or something, just let me know. So you're just getting like 10 pieces of sample fabric. Just pick something out that's, this floral or whatever. And I'll send you 10 pieces of floral fabric. You can be surprised or something. Whatever works for you is fine.
It's just amazing that they just throw that out, though.
I know, and I've given my
hurts.
phone number because I'd rather they would just call me and I could just go pick it up. It'd be a lot easier for me too. And I'd be like,
They probably can't do
that's why I
that.
find a way to not have it be in the landfill. That's when this whole upcycling thing with the fabric and turning in things. And I didn't even show you guys my wallpaper collection, my wallpaper book collection I found recently either. I have like I have 6 new wallpaper sample books too.
Wow.
That are fairly large. I mean, they're, I want to say 24 by 24 probably.
The
Something
stores
like that.
here sell them. They don't throw them out. They sell them.
Yeah, here too.
No, these have like the leather handles on them and everything. You guys are gonna die when I show you some of these. They look like pages you see in a book with that sort of like Beth, you did that with whipping cream. Remember that shaving cream thing you did? Where you get that kind of like cool like design thing with
Marbling,
with
yeah.
the marbling. Yeah, there's marble papers and stuff in these books over here. You guys are gonna die. You're gonna want some. I mean, you can have some.
I
You
think
can
people
do
buy
paper
wallpaper,
with
don't they?
fabric.
And Marion, that you can afford that shipping. I mean, I'll just send you some happy mail, Marion, if you like, because I mean, I know it's hard to get stuff out there where you're at, but I'd be more than happy to send you some wallpaper samples. So, because it's flat. I don't think it would cost very much to send it.
Oh,
Don't people buy wallpaper samples?
Yeah,
yeah.
they do.
Here, a lot of places only donate them to charitable organizations.
Yeah.
Not these guys. They just threw them in the trash.
That may be part of their agreement with the provider.
Could be. Oh, that makes lots of sense.
I think it's just lazy.
Could be that too.
This is an uppity part of town, where people pay lots of money to go to these places for designers to make all their couch cushions and their curtains and all their stuff for thousands of dollars. When you figure $200, $300 a yard of fabric, they don't care. Like it's like they have money to. I guess that's how I see it. It's kind of like, we don't need it. Like they just. That's what rich people do, right? They don't care about that stuff. I mean, not all rich people. Some rich people are kind of more stingy, but these people are not stingy. They just don't care, clearly. But I care. I care. It drives me nuts. But yeah.
It's sad because it could be used.
I know, and I'm going to use it too. I promise you that. Especially the wallpaper.
You would think they would send it to a clearance store or something.
Yeah.
But it would also devalue the price of it for the people that.
Oh,
if you want to put me on a big camera, I can show you some of this wallpaper that I got, though.
Okay.
If you want to see it.
Show and tell time.
Gotta find my cursor. You know how I roll. There you go.
See if I can make some room here. I can see better. See, this really cheap tripod I have is kind of annoying. I'm trying to see if you can see. That might be as good as it gets. Okay. Anyway, this one's 24 karat gold. It says it has a lot of gold in this. This stuff has a lot of gold in the wallpaper. If you can see it or not, I'm not sure. I'll flip through it kind of fast, though. I'm not going to spend much time on it, but so far I'm not seeing my favorites yet. Let's see.
Those would make great journal covers, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
this one.
You know, I really wonder if the
Go this way.
manufacturers prevent them from doing anything other than throwing it away. Because you think about it, if you spent $500 a yard on fabric and you go to a flea market and see the same fabric made into a tote bag.
You know, I think that's a really good point, and that's why when I tell them that I want it, I'm really careful about what I said, what I wanted it for. You know, and I did say I wanted to upcycle it, and one of the places said we'd love to see what you make out of it. So I think here's some of that marble paper right here, though. It's so pretty. I was telling you about. Let me see. Yeah, if you can see it. You can't see the black one. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it here, but this one isn't one of my favorite books. That one is pretty. This is not one of my favorite books right here. It's all right, but there's prettier stuff. Let me grab a different one. I got 6 ones. The same night I found that fabric I showed you guys was when I found these books. It was the same night. Oh, this one's really cool. This one has a lot of like earthy stuff in it, like florals and things like that. Let's see. This has got some really cool stuff in here too. But I love the marbled ones a lot. I'm gonna try and get this faster. I don't want to take up everyone's time here doing this, but let's see. Some of the ones that I like. Some of them are kind of like, they're like meh, whatever. This book is rather large. I mean, it's got to be, I don't know. This one's really, I don't think you can see it on camera. It's really pretty. It looks like something that we would make, like on a gel print. Do you see that? Yeah. But this is something I've been meaning to get around to, using my Cricut maker and doing some cutout, do some like die cutting with some of this stuff. Oh, here we go. I found them. Hey, check these out. Where did they start? Starts right here. Okay, check these out. Look at these marble papers right here. It's like actually like, beautiful. Isn't that cool? It's like from a stone or something. Like, you know how stones are like, when you cut them open like that? And there's one in pink. And kind of a black and green. You can't really see the metallics, but there is metallics in there. But these would be really cool for end covers for journals. So, you know what I mean? On the inside of the journal where you have the end covers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one with feathers on it too. Where'd that one go? I just saw it a second ago. But there's a lot of texture stuff would be cool to use on a jelly plate. I think these are pretty too, the ones with these leaves on them.
See, my girlfriend used to get old wallpaper books and then cut them up and make gift bags out of them, like little gift bags.
Oh, yeah.
Guys would be cool too. But maybe when you're going to do on Tuesday, you're going to do that thing. Maybe I can use these in the prompts or something. Somehow, like something like that. This has a lot of like really shiny, glittery pages on here. Sorry if I'm not on camera very well. I'm really not, am I?
Well, half the book's on camera. Well, maybe a little less than that.
Anyway, you kind of get the idea. But that one that I showed you with the marble pages and stuff was some of my favorites, though, for sure.
Oh, but, Beth, wallpaper's making a comeback.
Oh, kill me now.
Right?
It is. It's having a moment.
Not in my house.
Not in my house either.
I've peeled too much of that stuff off walls to do it.
Not in mine too.
So if you guys have, what would you guys do?
I have 2 walls, but I didn't choose that.
Just make like something. I want to make some money. I wouldn't mind making some money off of some of it. It would be a bad thing, I guess. But otherwise, why do I have it? What's the point of having it? I don't really want to make it a collection necessarily. Some of these I don't really even care for that much, and they're not really my.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah,
this
that's
one?
pretty.
That one, yeah.
Handcrafted something.
Very 70s.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Can you move it over, Jasper, so it's in the camera?
That's the cover.
Put it over on top of the other stuff on your desk.
This way?
Which way? I can't tell if it's right or left. But you've got a pile of... Yeah, go that way. Go further. because you only have half of it on the screen.
I know. Do you see this tripod right here? And
I see.
that's
Okay.
the problem I'm having. Yeah, this with the little pink legs is my cheap little Temu.
Oh, okay.
My little
All right.
Temu tripod.
I love that. You know what? If you can cut those boards on the top, they make great book boards.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Great.
These are
That's
super.
definitely-
You guys, these are super thick. Like this is like, I'm gonna say, like kind of like almost thick as watercolor paper or something. Like really thick. I don't know why these are so thick. But
expensive wallpaper, probably.
oh, this is cork right here. It's all cork. So that cover that you saw on this book, there's the ones in here. This is actual, and I smelled it. I'm like, yeah, that's cork, which I think is pretty cool. See this? That's all pieces of cork.
Wow.
That's lovely.
Yeah. It does tell you how much it is a yard in the back of this book somewhere. I know it does tell you that. Let's see what else is in here.
Hello, Butter Roll Boutique. Do you have a name, Butter Roll?
Oh, the cherry blossoms is pretty. That's what that is.
Very
hey, Butter Roll, how
art-
you doing? And so,
Well, guys,
but yeah,
I'm gonna-
there's a way of something I'm not thinking of. I mean, other than making like journal cover things, but like
You
I
can
think
make
I
gift
have-
tags. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that.
Mhm.
Ugh.
That is so my style.
which
Oh,
one?
hello, Dorothea. Wait a minute. Doretha? Is that how you say it? Doretha?
yes.
Doretha?
Which one, Kim, did you like?
That one that's right. Oh, you just had it.
That whole
Was
book
it-
is awesome.
Yeah, that other book.
Dorita is the name.
Oh,
says
here's
there.
some more. I found some more of this stuff too right here.
Dorita. Yes.
This is a
Doretha?
Oh,
different-
the other book. The other book
This is a-
style.
Okay, I'll go back to in a sec here.
you
Nice to meet you, Doretha.
Yes,
Now I know
very
your
nice
name.
to meet you.
You can make greeting cards with those, die cut them.
These are
Yeah.
feathers. Aren't those cool?
I mean, there's absolutely anything in the world you would want to do. A
Yeah.
pocket. Look at that.
this one. Isn't that gorgeous?
Oh,
And then there's that
Yes.
color. So, you guys help me out here. You know.
look at that one.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah, I
so-
like those. I like those.
Oh, look at this one here. Look at these. Hold on a second. Let me
Oh,
flip this around.
Doretha
This
has
is, I
a
think this is
YouTube
birds. This is
channel,
birds. I think
too.
these are birds of paradise pattern.
Oh,
right
look
here.
at that. Oh, man.
This is birds of paradise.
How far away from Virginia are you, Jasper?
I'm in Arizona.
Oh, okay. That's a ways, yeah.
It's very far from Israel.
Well, you know what, you guys, on these fabric samples on the back of them, on the one that says Pendler, it has the address. It has the address of where I got those samples from. It has their address and their phone number and everything. You're more than welcome to call them and ask them for samples. I've actually done that, believe it or not. There was some really cool wallpaper samples. I wanted more of them, so I ordered more, and they gladly sent me some. Like they didn't care. Then they emailed me back like, did I like any of them? I said, yeah, I liked them. They were great, you know. But I didn't want to tell them I'm not actually using it for my wall. You know, I didn't want to tell them that, you know. But isn't it pretty though?
They're lovely, but I don't want to buy them. So.
Yeah.
Well, if it's so
I
I think
mean,
I was
pay
just
the
gonna cut
price.
some. I was gonna cut some stuff out of here, maybe, and try to use it for something, maybe. But I was gonna say, I think my intentions are good, but it's like I'm one of those people. I'll fully admit, I always feel like, oh, I can do this with that, and I can do this, and I can do that. But I don't always do that though. It's like
Me
the idea
too.
it's a good idea, but then what happens to it after that? I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, Sherry, thank you, hun.
Makes
Do you,
sense.
Jasper, do you give Christmas gifts to many people?
Yeah, I make
Those
Christmas
are-
cards.
You could cover simple notebooks with some of that wallpaper, and all of a sudden it's in a pen, and da-da, you've got a lovely gift.
Oh, like a composition notebook or something like that.
A composition, or like I ordered them in mass from Amazon, and they ended up being like 20 cents a piece for little. Some of them are lined, and some of them are not lined. And it's better than sketchbook paper.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But that wallpaper would be beautiful on that kind of thing.
I can't find a ruler, but I'm getting. This is definitely 12 inches this way, I'm going to say about 18 inches long on this one, about 12 by 18, maybe something like that.
Or just put paper in them and bind it, and you've got a notebook.
Yeah.
I think part of my problem is like when it comes to thought of selling stuff, I get lost there. I have an Etsy shop. I haven't put anything in there in years. The whole selling thing is usually where I come to a stop. I'm like, I don't know how, where, just, do you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Have it
I'm
sell
I
not,
on,
don't like selling either.
have it
I'm
sell
not
on your channel.
situated. Yeah, I'm not situated as a seller really. I would like to be a seller, but it takes time to like get people to even see you have anything probably. But that's what I'm thinking. If I
Girl.
do some stuff for free,
Oh, you've gone black.
you guys, I wouldn't charge you guys.
All right. I'm going to
Other
put
people
Miriam
don't.
up.
No, I'll charge them.
Miriam's up.
Okay,
I'm
I have my best tag here.
That's cute.
It's my best. You need to say something better than that's cute.
Ooh. Oh, that's your other foil thing, isn't it?
Yes, it's this paper.
You're a little
I
fuzzy,
like
Miriam.
this
Okay.
paper. This is
Ooh.
like cardstock, but gold. And
Teresa.
huh?
Sorry, Teresa, I sent you a messenger message. Miriam, you're a little fuzzy, honey.
Huh?
Your picture's a little blurry. Oh, there you go. Okay.
So I did this page. I took one hat that it's something that I designed. It was done only for me. They don't sell that. And I use it
Oh,
like this.
Okay.
it's so cute.
And what else do we have new? Because I don't have a lot new. This one. I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. And here we have the tag. Then, well, you already saw the cat and everything. I think I have no new. I continue doing things, but I have many pages without.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Band-Aid.
I don't know what I can put here. I have a lot of tags and things like that. And I have pockets, belly bands, tags, whatever you want to do with that. Here, this is a tag. I did to put something on it. And this could be the pocket for the tag. Maybe. Let's do pocket, but not in this page because I have a lot of things in this page. Let's do it here. Here. Maybe I can do what you did. You said something about a notebook, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do a notebook here. I need some paper. I have here paper. This is the paper I had there and I cut it. Not a traditional paper, but it will do. And now I'm going to grab my this and I am going to
Kim, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go and do some stuff I gotta get done because those parties made my house a mess.
Okay, Dana. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Dana,
for coming in.
thank
Bye,
you
y'all.
for being with us.
Thanks,
Thank
Bye,
you,
Dana.
Dana. Good
See
luck
ya.
cleaning up.
Okay, Teresa. Thank you.
So here I have a notebook and I am going to put it here with washi. Let me see where my washi is. because I have here, but it's scene one. I can put scene. And that's it. Let's grab it. I did this one. I forgot. I did a pocket here, and I did here a belly band for this. So yes, that's new. New. And now I'm doing a notebook. This is a useless notebook.
Oh, good.
A useless notebook?
Yes. First of all, because I am taping it here, so it's very difficult to use. And then when you want to use, it's tissue paper, so you cannot use it. So it's my useful notebook, and so I don't want no one to confuse about that. So let's grab this and put useful notebook.
Useful or useless?
Oh,
Oh,
I
useful.
made a mistake. Yeah, so, but that's
Tongue in cheek.
No, that's
Sarcasm.
easy.
That's
Use
just to fool them.
less. So useless. You understand? Use less.
Oh.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
There.
So Miriam shows us her creative mind right there.
Yeah.
That's all the purpose of this kind of journal, don't you? Do whatever you want. Do silly things. Now I have here useless pages because first of all, they are all printed and stamped. And then there are little ones. So let's glue this there at this direction. So now it's a useless bigger one. Everything need to have a purpose.
Including being useless?
Yes. Okay, useless page with useless pocket tag, I don't know what. And we can even put another one, the same thing here. Now it won't be useless. Let me show you how I do. Let's put some of this and some of that. You know, once my father was in an academy learning English. So he was young. I was, I think, 1 year old or 2 year old, something like that. And my dad went to the blackboard and wrote, "Who wants to travel to the United States?" Of course, a lot of students said, I want. So they thought my father have already everything planned. And my father said, okay, we need to organize that then. And but the time they finally traveled, because they did travel, they were portrayed in the newspaper because they went like one of the students was working on the United States not embassy, conciliary, like the
Consulate.
cultural part. Okay, I don't know, but he was working there. So he arranged for them to go as a group of students, of exchange students, but without exchange them. So they received them in houses in the places they went. It was really something, and everything started with my father telling, "Who wants to do that? That doesn't exist yet. Who wants to do it?"
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's my upbringing. You know. Okay, I need to put a tab here. And I have one somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow, I have a tag, a full tab I have. No, if I don't have, I think this is very pretty to put here. So I'm gonna. I love this because it's already dinner time, over dinner time, and
Uh-oh.
I still here. Maxi, maybe you can start with the dinner. What do you say? No, he don't say anything. He's playing.
Mhm.
Maxi, time to cook dinner. You can't. Okay, don't do it. We are not going to eat today.
Oh.
Yeah, we do breakfast and dinner. So if you skip dinner, it's no food today for you. You misbehave. So, Jasper, you can do paper with fabric, you know.
We should brainstorm one day. What can Jasper do with all of her wallpaper and fabric?
Yes.
We should.
That would be a
And
fun game.
whatever we
It
decide
could be a fun
to
game.
do it.
It could be a very fun game. Or we could just flood her inbox with ideas.
Love it.
One idea at a time. Haunt the poor lady.
Could be a challenge. Once a week, we tell her something. She has to try to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look what I found. I
Oh.
found a piece of bag that I stamped on it and I cut it because it was too big. And it have a card here. I have another stamp. It's part of the bag. That's so pretty. I am going to cut it
Oh,
now, here and here, and let's put it here. That's it. Let's see what else can I find. That's it. I have my pocket, my tag, my something, and that. Perfect. Another page.
Yay.
Beat the dust.
Yay.
And now I have this, and I might put it here, but I'm not going to. This is Africa. Perfect. So I'm not going to glue it, all of it, only half. Hi, mommy. Ah, okay. So now that I have this, I
Sure,
can put
great
something
idea.
like that. Yes.
Sherry says, how about wallpaper stencil holders?
Wallpaper,
Actually,
pencil, yes. Why not?
that would make a lovely stencil because it would be nice and thick and firm to use just as a stencil.
Yes, yes. I agree. Okay, so I have used all of these. I need something for that.
The Amazon truck is out there right now.
Okay. I have some things here. Let's use them. Let's see what I have here. Oh, I have this. Hmm, interesting. More junk to the junk. So I have a lot of things, but I cannot reach them because I made a display here of everything. I have some chocolate paper to do things, but I have things here.
Oh, like wrappers?
Yes, the wrappers. Here I
Okay.
have more, and I have one that I did cut on them. I have a fairy, some leaves, two hearts, and it have a backing, so I can use it and yeah.
All right.
Okay, the first one is in place. Let's take out the other one. I'm removing the tape, the double-sided tape. I don't find my there.
So you use a lot of tape in your work now, Miriam?
Lately, because I found out that exists.
Yeah.
And the other thing, I don't know if it's for the because the weather here, the blues are are not so good. Every glue I have, and
Stencil holders, Jasper.
oh,
Sorry.
pencil holders.
Jasper says that she's up for the challenge for what she can do with fabric and wallpaper.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
No, oh boy, we can have fun with this.
We can. I don't know if she really knows what she's getting into.
You can use it for stenciling the Cricut. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I
you
bet
can
wallpaper would
text
make a good stencil, wouldn't it?
it would.
I think so.
Oh,
But
it would be really good on a curved surface.
the thing is that she
would.
needs to find the setup that cut it, because I have a problem with some materials that my Cricut doesn't cut it, and I think it's because I don't know the settings.
You can add more pressure, Miriam. I've had that
I know,
problem.
but for instance, I bought Mylar. I never worked with Mylar. I didn't know what it was. What
Okay.
I received is very similar to acetate,
It
but
is, yeah.
not transparent. So I don't know if that's Mylar because I don't know it. But I tried, and I tried as Mylar and didn't cut, and I didn't remove it and put it again, so it have two cuts and didn't cut. And then I did another one with like more pressure, and I put it twice and didn't cut it
Oh,
at the end.
maybe you've
So
got the wrong blade.
no, it doesn't ask for the other blade because the
Okay.
cat ask you which one she wants to have.
Okay.
So I don't know. I found two UPO or three UPO papers, and I used them. And after that, I started to use cardstock as usual.
Yeah. I use
Because
cardstock for my
what I
book.
need to do is to try the stencils to see if they are okay, or I need to change something in the design.
Yeah.
So if it's not something that will have a lot of a long shelf life, that's okay.
Mm.
Okay, let's see what happened here. What I have here, oh, I have a skeleton fish.
Oh,
Let me put back in. Yes, I need a page, a color page, or a color things to put it like this. But it have already.
I like fish skeletons. I
Oh,
use them
here,
quite a
here
bit.
I will put my fish skeleton. Let's. That's I did an experiment with some batch of die cuts with putting the tape on them,
Okay.
so I can use them straight because of they are really something fragile.
Yes.
So with that, first of all, they are more sturdy, and second,
But when
as
you pull the tape off, it doesn't ruin, like it doesn't rip them then?
uh, the wrapper, the chocolate wrapper, could do that, especially when you try to glue them,
Okay.
because if they are like this one, no, but the ones that are the other part, the outer part, that will have a problem if they open in the wrong direction. That's why I take one strip, I put them, and then I take down the other strip.
Okay.
So let's put this here. And then I have the fairy. This fairy is going to give him the gift of life.
All right.
Yes, yes, you can laugh because it was for laughs. It wasn't serious what I said. You see, I have one of them out, so before I take out the other, I put this in place. Now I can take the other out, and that's it. I can use it. Ah, it's out. It's already out. There, we have the fairy. The good thing that I do personally when I work is the little things that are rubbish. I take down, I take them out of the way and put in the bin. I can leave that if it's too late, like today, and tomorrow I will organize. But, oh, see what I have here. Another. Let's put it elsewhere. Here we have, or maybe here. Oh, that makes sense. Let's cut some paper with that. Now we have this and that. The other thing when you glue is you need to know in which material you glue, because paper over paper, it's perfect to do with this, with the stick, or even the glue, the white glue. But if you have a paper that you took from a magazine,
Oh, they're nasty, eh?
yeah, you need to back them with tape.
Yeah, I've had a lot of
Or
sadness happen because I used glossy magazine papers.
um, you can use tape, or you can use this one that it's silicone glue.
All right, Anne, you want to go big for a few minutes, and then we'll probably call it a day because it's been
Yes,
three.
yes,
Yes, yes. Okay.
yes, yes.
All right.
I need
Miriam
to
has to
go
go have
to.
dinner.
All right,
I
Anne.
need dinner.
Yeah, you need dinner. Well,
Yes.
my page is dried. Let's see. So I
Oh,
did
that's
Oh, I
two,
love it.
pretty.
and I added all kinds of mark making and some stamps, and this one has a couple pieces of washi tape on it. I had another one in here that was almost done, so I finished that. Um, so now I have two done. Two done. Yep, there's those two. And then I took some more. I'm trying to get rid of these roll off pages, and I just put them on the back of some of that cardstock I had, just
Okay.
so that now they're useful for something else. So I did that, and then I took my little hidden paper clips, and I've been putting things on them. Like this is a sticker from, I have a whole bunch of copies, different versions of this sticker book.
Okay.
One of them I have 3 copies of because I guess my family thinks I really need them.
I love you.
I know they support my art. I'm glad. And then I took one and cut it up so it needs to be flattened, but it'll be like a giant tag, and then some little tags with some other roll offs and a
Nice.
greeting card. See, Jasper, you can do this with your wallpaper. Cut it and put it on a piece of cardstock, and you've got a custom greeting card. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Yeah, I like to say ta-da. And then more tags, because I have lots of tags. And then another one that'll probably be I don't know what, a journal card or a hidden paper clip or whatever I want it to be. So that's what
Lovely.
I've been doing. And now I'm
Lovely.
edging this one with a gold paint pen.
Lovely.
Oh, that's from
Lovely.
Walmart, Pen and Gear. I think that's just Walmart.
Awesome.
So
Jan
there
was
you
saying earlier how much she was enjoying watching your page come alive.
go. Yeah, it's amazing what can happen when you start stamping on it and mark making on it.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yes, Sherry, I have seen those, the envelope journal. I've made them. I made them when I first started doing mixed media. I took a class in journal envelope journals, and I've also done the like fold out one. I have a bunch of those here that haven't been decorated yet. So yeah, I mean the papers, you don't throw them away because this is really just, this totally is just trash paper. I mean, that's what it started out as, just a roll off my brayer or clean off a stencil. So, but I like
Those are
putting it in
sometimes
this
the
book.
best.
Hmm?
Those are sometimes the best.
Yeah, sometimes they turn out better than the print.
They certainly do.
It's one of those things that you set aside and come back the next day and go, oh, that's kind of pretty. So
It is.
it
Yes.
is. You never know. But I'll
I
have
don't
to.
need the day after. I saw them and I more love more than the prints I took all the time to do.
Yes, yes. And then sometimes I turn around and go, oh, I got to stop using that one. That's a good one. I put it aside. That's how I end up with so many.
Oh, yes. We all know that feeling, don't we?
Yeah, but that's okay. I'll use them for something. I mean, I don't buy greeting cards anymore because I have bajillions of them now.
Yeah,
Anybody need a card? I got a card.
which is awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Making pieces parts.
I'm doing the same thing. I am just gluing bits of paper down into this book. And I will go big and show you guys.
Mhm.
All right. So this is, get on that. Go away. I've got such dry hands and they're covered in glue. Look at. They're just actually with glue. So what have I done? I've put all these Kleenex tab things in. And I decorated, can't find them, covered some pages, just collaged painted bits on. Lots to do yet, obviously. So where are the ones I actually did today, guys? I have no idea. I did this one. I love spaces between. All of a sudden, I had an idea to put like happy words in here, like positive words in each thing. And then I would decorate around them somehow. I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but I just thought like positive words would be really nice to have as a page.
Mm-hmm.
Another one I did. So I'm getting somewhere. They're just slow and I did this page.
Slow and painful.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't even touched this bin really, guys. This bin is still full. Full. Did that page. So again, I can come over this with a stencil now and do a interesting stencil on it or something. I don't know. Definitely a work in progress. Don't know if it's going to be like an art journal or a doodle journal or it's just slow but sure. Slow but sure. Yeah,
Perfect.
that's
It
what I was
takes
told.
time.
It does take time. Journals always take time, especially if you're doing them, like this, because I'm using silly little bits, whatever. So that's what I was doing. Once again, here is the list of prompts we will be doing on Tuesday. Anybody want to take a screenshot? I don't know what number we're starting at. I will roll the dice on Tuesday. I'll also post that list in Music Creativity on the community tab. What else is there? What else? Can't think of anything else. Thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
Thank you guys
Thank you,
for playing. It's always
everyone.
a big pleasure playing with you guys. It really is. We will discuss, I guess, in Messenger what we are going to play with next Sunday. And I guess that's it. Thank you guys all for watching. Anybody who's been in the balcony, who's been chatting with us, although it seems we kind of ignored you a bit today. we were working and off on our tangents. Thanks anybody who watches the replay. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here, and I really hope that you're inspired to play. We each did a different kind of journal, started it different ways. I hope that somebody took something new and exciting away. And I'm going to say goodbye. And thanks again. Hugs to you all.
Goodbye.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Have
you
a good
all.
week.
Love you.
Do, do, do.
Find your cursor, Kim.
I've